Hello, I believe we are live, even though the screen seems to be malfunctioning. I don't believe it is malfunctioning. I believe it's all just gone a bit skew-if. But you know, hopefully people out there in Streamland, they can hear us right now.
Oh, we have Map in the arena.
Map is in the arena, and if they can hear us, we would like to welcome you to Neon, Genesquid, Inkvangelion. And we are officially live, I believe. And we're going to go ahead into our first match of the night, which will be Smash Brothers match in our Smash Brothers ladder. A three-way encounter featuring Mr. Snurb, Mendoza and Map, who are fighting to be the first to 2 wins to advance up the ladder tonight.
Can I just say before we go forward as well, can I just say a big thank you to Martin for producing that incredible intro that we just saw, because that is
word.
Yeah.
Shucks, fam.
It's just
I'll do it.
It's ridiculous.
Do it all for the art, you know.
Yeah.
Where's the thing?
So we're currently waiting on Mendoza to join the arena, but shortly after he does, we will be able to get started in this 3-way smash-a-thon.
Mendoza is on his way.
Okay.
With Mr. Schnob playing some mind games with him by telling him off for being late.
Oh, they're brothers.
They are brothers. Yeah.
Big brother Murray, Mr. Snurb, being first, there to berate his younger brother.
I'm an only child, so I don't really understand any of this. You guys have siblings.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm the younger sister.
Did you have to like go through all this with your, bigger selves? Is that what you call your
bigger selves?
Bigger selves.
Yeah.
Is that what they call them?
Sure, maybe. No, I just got consistently defeated in all beat-em-up games by my brother.
I've played him at beat 'em up games actually. He's a formidable foe.
Was that at Hog? Heart of Gaming?
That was oh no, that didn't mean to happen.
Oh, okay.
Watch this video again. We take it all back. You know what you've already seen that video.
It is good.
It is good. It's a good video.
It's great.
Well, you know.
Get some more mileage out of it. Yeah.
As always, we're operating this stream in a very professional, unorganised manner. That's all my fault. Spending too long making silly videos.
Got nothing on us.
Yeah, if you want Evo, go and tune into Evo. If you want some toxic masculinity,
stay right here.
Who's going to be the most toxic tonight in Smash Brothers? That's the question I asked the two.
Well,
Piranha Plant, surely.
No, Wario, surely.
Wario, yeah.
Well, how viable is Wario on a competitive level, Joe Sparrow? I ask you.
Well, for the Switch version, I'm not sure, but I do know in other iterations of this game, he's playable, if not high tier. He's definitely like you can do stuff with him. So
the only tears I recognise are those that go down the faces of my enemies after I've beaten them up in Smash. You know how good I am at Smash, of course.
Sure, no,
Some
definitely.
have said it's from the laughter.
So we're still waiting on Mendoza here. So we're expecting. So in terms of character picks, we're expecting Snurub tends to go for either Bowser or Snake. I suspect he'll go for Snake here. Did he go for Snake in the other qualifier that he was playing in a couple of weeks ago? Can you remember?
Briefly.
Oh, briefly. Okay, so he mixed it up.
It did change. Yeah,
Okay.
but I can't remember.
I've noticed I was talking to Adam about this last night actually. He's definitely I know his Bowser's gotten a lot better, like to the point where I'm scared of his Bowser now. So I do wonder whether we'll see that at some point. And Bowser does excel in multi-man matches as well, because a lot of his attacks are quite sort of big and powerful, so you can just throw them out and hope to get a kill. Oh, that's the wrong controller.
Oh, there's your controller.
Yeah. Where's the other one? This one. Sorry. There you go.
No worries.
Map, as you can probably see by his icon, is likely to go Olimar, but I know he has played other people as well. Mendoza, I actually can't remember who he tends to go for. Was he in the last match as well, or?
So Mendoza's actually, this is the first time we've seen him on a ladder.
Oh, okay.
He placed in the knockout stage of the Crown Cup.
Yeah.
And so everybody from this point onwards was in the knockout stage, with the exception of Murray, who's qualified for the ladder.
Okay.
Right now we're at the bottom of the ladder, of course, and whoever wins this match is going to go ahead into probably the most chaotic match of the whole ladder, which will be against Hamish and Jim the SG and SFB Tom.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's going to be a massive free-for-all.
Yeah.
And the winner, of course, advances then to Sebichu on a one-on-one match. And then, if they manage to beat him, they'll advance to Torpordust, the man right next to me. And then, the winner of that match secures the #1 contendership against Dim, the champion, to take place on March the 17th at an undisclosed event.
At an underground location.
In a real Fight Club scenario.
Joe, do you know why it says four-player Smash, but...
Oh, if you give it here... Yeah, no, I think I know why this is happening.
So, we're having some technical issues. As always.
Choice, spirits... Okay. Yeah, it's in this more settings. It's really bad. And I'll leave it on four-player Smash because that doesn't matter. All skill levels. Let's go. We're in Playground. No, this is Glorious Smashers. Password. Oh, what was the password again? Oh no. Okay. Oh, it asks me once I do that, doesn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna double check. 4. Yeah. Cool. HSC.
And the password is... do not...
I think everybody can see it, but you know what it's like. We've got like 3 viewers. You know how it is here. We like to keep it intimate, you know. Like a boudoir? Okay.
Check. Yeah, there we go. Something's...
Just waiting, of course, for our players to come back after our little snafu. Let's talk about what else people are going to see tonight. After we're done with Smash, we're going to start playing some Splatoon. First up would be an exhibition match between 2 teams who I don't think met in the last Splat tournament, but the reason Squid Icarus, new to Splatoon Tournament 6, the reason that they got involved was because God of Splatter Malls, James said, hey look, there's this new team, I've been playing with this team online and they're insane, we've got to get them involved. We mentioned it to the commissioner said yes, and that's how Squid Icarus ended up playing in that tournament, and they were fantastic. We actually never saw them go square off against God of Splatter Malls, so we'll see that a little bit later tonight.
Wow.
And then following that, we will play our All-Star match, featuring our 2 All-Star teams, which we'll tell you more about that later.
Yeah.
But for now, we're going to go and get ready for Smash. Map has appeared.
I'm selecting character. Still inside of Mendoza currently, but hopefully our arena settings will allow him to
Actually
join. Yeah. Fingers crossed.
So here we have the players that are ranked 6, 7 and 8 on the ladder.
Okay.
Competing to solidify their position as number 6. Number 6 will go through and face number 5, 4 and 3.
And from there on, it's just a hop, step, skip, and a jump to the top spot.
That's right. The first battle's about to start now.
So we're going into it.
We just to remind viewers and the competitors, it's the first person to win 2 matches.
And these are 3 stock. Yeah, we're on stock here, which means this should at some point boil down to a one-on-one encounter. So we sort of get a bit of everything in this, which is we like that. We like our variety of game modes in this. So we got Mendoza on Crom there. I think one of the only Crom players in our kind of current group. Map on Olimar. And who's regular main, and Mr. Snrub, as we predicted, was going Bowser. So let's see how they do. At the moment, it's just
Map was teasing.
Oh no!
Was teasing whether he was going to bring in Mr. Game and Watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we might see that after this game because I think he just SD'd. He just gave away a stock there. I'm not sure what happened, but we got Murray taunting on the top platform.
Oh.
But I don't think Mendoza liked that a lot. Might be in response to some lag, or I'm not sure. Might just be Murray's mind games, honestly. He does like to taunt a lot. Mendoza throwing out the up B there.
Oh.
So yeah, Bowser's doing plenty of damage here, but he has taken quite a lot as well. I think Crom was able to get a few good hits on him.
Ooh.
Crom considered one of the, if not the top tier character in this game currently, but these we're still very early in the life cycle of the game, obviously, so that's very much subject to change. Murray going in for a forward smash which might even kill Crom at this percentage, but doesn't quite find its mark. See, this is
Whoa!
that's one of the flaws.
Mendoza.
One of the flaws of Crom there is that his recovery really doesn't take him that far. So you don't have to hit him that far off the stage just to secure a kill. And that's one thing that Murray's actually gotten way better at in the last few weeks. Has been going off stage to sort of deliver those final blows with Bowser. You saw him do that there, even though he didn't get a hit on Crom. He still kind of just the fact that he's jumping out there kind of psychs Crom out a little bit. Lovely forward smash with the purple Pikmin there. So the longer Pikmins, the longer Olimar's Pikmin stay out, you can see some of them had little flowers on their heads there. That means they do more damage and more knockback. So you're kind of incentivized to keep them alive. You can see they've only got leaves on their heads now because these ones are new. But Olimar taking another stock there, unfortunately. So Map's his usual tactic in the 1v1 game is to sort of run away and let his Pikmin do the fighting for him as much as possible, but it's a little bit harder to sort of play that way in a three-man game, and it doesn't seem to be faring too well for him at the moment. Everyone's lost at least one stock. That might, yeah. Murray able to tries to get back but didn't quite get back, so that was well judged by Mendoza. Another trick that Bowser likes to use there is obviously if he can get his forward B off on somebody and then land on a platform, it has quite a high chance to kill at quite low percentages. Sorry. Do you want to? No.
Okay.
Okay.
Just making sure everyone can get in.
Yeah.
Oh, I
We're,
can see
we're
that.
crowding around the television like an old-style hearth to get warm by this red-hot game of Smash right now.
Mendoza almost getting a shield break there. That down B by Bowser, famously capable of breaking people's shields. So what have we got? So Mendoza's still on 2 stocks, but he's very, very high percentage. So probably a solid F smash by either Olimar or Bowser at this point will kill like any move of Bowser. Bowser with a perfect shield. That was great.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, and that probably no. He's able to fight back. It's one of the factors of multi-man Smash as well, is that you might want to go off and finish off somebody, but the other person might come and sort of bother you and stop you from doing that.
Mendoza's not having a great time.
Yeah, they want to kill him because he's a stock ahead, but he's just hanging on, which is exactly what you want to do in the situation. Just like play defensively, runs in, gets an attack off, gets a forward smash in on Olimar. Shouldn't kill, but oh, he's trying to get that neutral B.
Oh, that was a risky move.
Yeah, but he manages to make it back. Looks like yeah, Murray's turned his attentions back onto Crom there. Bowser's at such high percentage though.
He
Crom,
missed. He didn't make it back.
yep,
He is out. Oh no, he's not.
one
He's still
more.
got another stop.
Yeah, so
Well,
he's.
apart from Mr. Snub.
So yeah, Bowser's well above the threshold. Basically, he's of a high percent of damage now, which means that he's got rage damage, which I can't remember the exact percentage, but he does a little bit more damage, a little bit more knockback.
He's steaming.
He is steaming mad.
Just like a clam.
Yes.
I'm surprised they're still getting stuck in. If I was him, I would just be.
Just hanging back.
Yeah.
It's definitely because he's Bowser. He is one of the heaviest characters in the game, which means even at this high percentage, it has to be quite a powerful move to sort of guarantee a kill. So he can get a lot of mileage out of his rage here. Great back air there. That kills Mendoza, meaning that it's now a 1v1 between these two characters, and that looks like that's going to kill Olimar and take
Poor old
game
Olimar.
1 for Mr. Snub and his Bowser.
A brave player there.
Yeah, I mean, this already looks. I'm having deja vu. I'm having flashbacks to his other match last week before, which he won. He won both games in that. So, are we looking at another clean sweep from the steamed clam, Murray? I can't think of another name for him. But
Well,
yeah.
actually, Murray, Mr. Snub, is playing in 3 games tonight. He may play in 4. If he wins this match, he'll play in every single match tonight. Because he's also going to be in the... Oh, sorry, I take it back. He's not. Sorry, he's obviously... But he will be in the main event tonight in the All-Star Splatoon match.
Right.
In the Inkvangelion.
In the Inkvangelion All-Stars match. Mr. Snub, 1 on the board.
Sassyville, the steamed clam. Sorry, I'm just looking at our chat here. They move around a lot, don't they? Says Moku Roku. And then he's posted an emoji of a dog in a hat.
Is that a chef's hat?
I think it's a chef's hat. We'll need some confirmation on that, but let's see how this game 2 goes out. So I think Olimar was definitely let down by his 1 or 2 early stock deficits in the last game. So let's see. He is obviously the lightest of the 3 characters in this match, so he kind of needs to take it a little bit carefully. But he's getting great damage off with these Pikmin. They just sit on you and rack up damage, and they can be killed as Bowser did there, but before they do, they can get your percentage up pretty high. And look at Mendoza, he's already at 114. Bowser loving that forward B, side B.
Question from our viewers. How do the stages affect the gameplay?
I mean, in lots of different ways. So in this map and in the last map, with those platforms there, Murray will want to get a little bit of mileage out of his forward B because he'll flip up. He kind of flips them up into the air, and it kind of gives. If he lands on the platform, it can kill slightly earlier, which you might see in a minute. Also, Crom's sword can obviously poke through can poke up through the platform if somebody's standing above him, so that kind of gives him an advantage in that. See, everyone's at pretty high percentage.
Yeah. Can Matt make it back to the stage?
I think so. Just the jab combo finishes off Crom. Mr. Snrub at 136%, already making. Yeah, it's already getting that rage on. Map gets a side. Was it a tilt attack in on him? He's got a full complement of Pikmin. And he gets him, I think, with the down smash. That's one of the reasons I hate playing against Olimar, is that it's just very difficult to see what he's doing because he's so tiny. But he survived that side B from Bowser. Mendoza up being in the middle of the stage, getting bullied a bit by Bowser's neutral air.
Well, a lot of people talk about how small Ridley is in the game, but it's actually far more impressive how big Olimar is.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. They are supposed to be literal tiny little plants, aren't they?
I forget. Did the Pikmin land on? Does Olimar land on Earth? The Pikmin on Earth, or does he land on a different planet?
I mean,
well, we don't know what planet it is, right?
Yeah, he doesn't call it Earth, but then it's a new planet that he's discovered, right? I feel like David's the person to ask about this.
Well, I'd say I've never seen the creatures that you see in Pikmin at the end of my garden.
No.
Maybe Miyamoto did, but I think it's another Earth-like planet in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's Earth. It's I've never seen those weird mushroomy snail things.
Yeah.
So canonically, he could be this size.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
In the Nintendo universe.
Yeah.
In the NCU.
I don't like seeing the Pikmin dying.
I think I love seeing. I mean, I'm as a commentator, I'm completely neutral, but I can never be sad about Pikmin dying. I hate the character. I hate playing against the character.
Oh.
I love the games. The Pikmin games are great. But yeah.
I mean, that map seems to be doing a lot better this time round.
Yeah. This is the thing. So he's not a stock down because of like an early death like that.
Yeah.
He's actually like killing Bowser pretty reliably. Bowser's definitely kill percent, and
Steaming.
And he's been able to stay back a bit more.
which might be seen as the cowardly way, but honestly, in a multi-man, it's kind of important to consider that as an option. See Bowser hanging in there. Now Rage, of course, caps off at 150% damage, so he's not getting any further benefits from that from now on. Crom with a clean forward air. Crom trying to do some juicy stuff off the stage, but misjudges his up B range, which is his last stock. So now this is another 1v1 between Murray and MapMap. So let's see, MapMap cleaning up that high damage stock off Bowser. So he's kind of a life ahead at this point, but Bowser gets kills so easily in these situations that it's not going to be long for him to close that distance. Just MapMap being such a bother, just like throwing out Pikmin, running away, racking up that damage.
SFB Dim says Olimar finds Earth objects though, like a Duracell battery. How do we know that aliens have not been coming to Earth, stealing out objects to take back in our own gardens?
It does. It's layers within layers. What's your Pikmin headcanon? Group?
Yeah.
Twitch chat?
Yeah, leave us a comment. So yeah, Pikmin already up to 36%. And those hits with the purple Pikmin, obviously, they don't grab onto their target, unlike all the other Pikmin. They literally, when he does his side B, they literally just barrel into him and do like a hit of damage like that. And they pack quite a punch.
What about the white Pikmin?
The little white Pikmin. So they are poison Pikmin, and I'm not actually sure how they differ in this game from from red, blue, and yellow Pikmin. But they basically do damage over time.
I mean, because there's other characters who can do poison damage, aren't there? So I guess it does.
They'd be immune to that, but there you go. That side smash with that purple Pikmin, and even on Bowser, that's gonna kill. So that's a game for MapMap.
Not quite so clear cut this time.
No. So is this going to force Murray into a character change? Do you think? Is this or at this point, does he see that as just a fluke, and he's just like, no, I'm confident in my Bowser. I know I can win this.
Well, what other characters has he been playing?
Well, I know he has been playing. He obviously plays a lot of Snake, as you can see from his little box icon there. let's see what happens. Doesn't look like anybody wants to change there.
Sorry for the graphic over the screen for a lot of that. Hopefully, Joe's brilliant descriptions were bringing to life.
They're painting a picture. Of
I mean,
what was
that's
happening.
In the theatre of the mind.
Yeah.
All the action
Was
on
it the
screen.
nerve logo or something, or did it cover the entire screen?
It may have been over the screen.
Okay. But it's like listening to football on the radio. It's like it's better, right?
Yeah.
Like yeah, totally.
Right, everyone's back to the same characters.
Into round 3, yeah, same characters. So Murray obviously thinks Bowser's the one for this.
Sounds like the players are struggling a little bit with lag,
Yeah,
but that's how it goes.
sometimes that's just how it be. That's one thing Bowser can kind of do to mitigate, or Bowser and Chrom can do to mitigate Olimar's sort of influence on the stage is the fact that obviously the Pikmin can die, and just by kind of throwing out moves, especially with Chrom's sword, they have quite a high chance of just hitting any errant Pikmin in the vicinity and making life just that little bit more difficult for Olimar. Although, as you see there, the whistle can be used to bring all currently active Pikmin back to Olimar. Yeah, currently, again, Pikmin Olimar, sorry, in the lead. So Bowser's down there trading with Chrom there, and actually Chrom winning out. Oh, excuse me. Well, Chrom's super high damage. His rage will be of use in maybe getting a kill on Olimar soon. That curry coming back to haunt me there. Sorry.
The real battles.
Yeah,
just
we
begun.
haven't had this is the first in that we're not eating pizza while we stream.
Yeah. Oh, you see Mendoza just letting loose a fully charged side smash on a red Pikmin. That's what we like to see here. Oh, we're getting some spicy lag here.
Oh,
We might need to. Oh, well, it seems to have eased off a little bit. Oh, Mamap just throwing away his Pikmin in time, so his up B obviously only gets his full effectiveness when he's not carrying any Pikmin.
just to remind everybody that you only need 2 wins to win this match in advance. That makes 2 contenders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so basically if either Murray or Olimar takes this again, they're the ones moving on. So everyone's on 2 stocks. Bowser's on the highest damage, but again, because of his high weight, that kind of means a little bit less.
I wonder if we're going to see Mendoza win this time. That'd be
Yeah, I mean that would be great. That would certainly make the final match a tense one for
A
sure.
real juicy one.
Yeah, a juicy match. Mendoza bullying Murray off the stage there. There's got to be some. So like a healthy rivalry between these 2 characters being piloted by the two brothers.
Well, of course, there's the 3rd brother as well.
There are so many.
So many brothers.
Oh, see
As
that
if they were Smash brothers.
Smash Brothers. They're born to smash. Bowser taking a kill on Olimar there with that side beam. So Mendoza's staying back a little bit. Map's having to run around between the 2 of them. But obviously Mendoza doesn't have any projectile attack, so in that regard he's kind of forced to approach Bowser and Olimar a little bit more than the other 2 characters are forced to approach him.
when he does that charge attack. Is he able to keep the charge held? Does he have to? Is it all a matter of timing?
No,
he can hold it long enough.
Yeah, no, you can't hold it at all. So it's literally he's stuck in one place as he's charging it. So it's a bit of a you've got to psych people out with it a little bit, basically.
I hope they run into you when you're about to do it.
Exactly, yeah. Although on a 3-player match, there's obviously a little bit higher of a likelihood that somebody will just happen to be in the air in front of you and land it. And
That's very much my play style.
Right. One thing we haven't really seen out of him, or I haven't noticed too much out of him at the moment, is obviously Crom being running attacked by Olimar. Crom being a Fire Emblem sword wielder, he does have access to his the usual Fire Emblem down B, which is a counter attack, which definitely has its uses in a 3-man, and definitely with a character like Bowser, because if he can counter one of Bowser's hefty moves. Oh no, I think that was
Mendoza's out.
Maybe an input error, maybe some lag there. We'll have to follow him afterwards, but that means he's.
So somebody will advance here.
Yeah. So Olimar's such high damage here. So he's going to want to play it really, really cagely. Oh, both those Pikmin getting taken up by Bowser's flames.
So if he uses his purple Pikmin now, are they going to be super powerful?
Against...
Oh! We're never going to find out.
And that's it.
We'll
never know the mystery of the purple Pikmin. But we do know that Mr. Snurb will advance into the next match.
Oh, that Crom clapping model, that looks weird. Doesn't that look weird? Sorry. He looks like a weird mannequin. Shout out to Crom. Yeah, he's got a very royal clap.
Claps all around, as now Murray will advance to the next round against a whole new set of opponents.
Alright, who's up next?
So up next we're going to have Murray, Hamish, Jim the SG, and SFB Tom.
Ooh.
In a fatal 4-way smash with advancement up the ladder, on the line,
on the table,
off the table. A table needs 4 legs, and this match needs 4 participants. If you want 1v1s all the time, go watch Evo.
Go on.
Go on. We're doing this all for the art and for the 14 consecutive viewers.
Consecutive.
Is that the term?
No. I think that's 14 in a, 14 different people have watched us in a row. Oh no. We can keep it up though, can't we?
We've got 4 people in now, right? So we need to change it to
I made
5
it.
people. Oh, did you?
Oh no, I think you might be right actually.
Check the rules.
Yes, no, you're right. So it says 4-player smash. So yeah, you wanna remake. Sorry. So you wanna go? Yeah.
What?
Why? Yeah. Nice. So I know both. So all of these competitors, bar Murray, made it into the knockout stage bracket.
That's right. And Murray didn't make it because he ended up not being able to attend.
Oh, that was.
So this is Murray's kind of chance at making up for that absence.
Mm-hmm. That was a real heartbreaker. I think we're all sad to see that.
I mean, he's been training so hard.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, rooms up. We are awaiting our 4 competitors here. Our team is communicating the arena details to the team. So I know I've been talking to Hamish about his approach to this over the last few days. I know he's been saying he really wants to give the croc an airing. Obviously, he wants to show us some K rule, but I think he's concerned that, or his thoughts are that his Zelda is maybe going to be strongest in a situation like this, because I think he's had a lot of success with Zelda in multi-man battles before. So it'll be interesting to see which way he goes with that. As for SFB Tom, I think is a Link main. Is that right? Can anyone remember? I'm pretty sure.
I believe yes, he plays as adult Link. I believe.
Yeah.
Or maybe Kid Link.
Maybe.
Oh, here he is.
Lil Link. What's the official name for Lil Link?
Little Link.
Team Link.
No. Lil Link. Baby Majora Link.
Young Link.
Young Link, sorry.
Young.
I know the pros call him
Santa.
YL, right?
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
YL.
I feel like why? That won't communicate over the.
He did a really great
pose.
Yeah, it was cool. If you imagine the coolest looking man you've ever seen,
then times that by
exactly
9, maybe 9 or 10.
What you're dealing with torpor dust is a man at the top of the food chain of handsome men. You know, he's got the Benimaru like hair. He's got the artistic talents. He's got the smash skills. What haven't you got, Torpy?
I think athletic ability for one. I'll make
working on it?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'll make a list. Definitely.
You know, I mean, you've been going to Kendo recently.
That's true.
And you can't spell. I mean, Kendo is almost the same as can do.
Yeah, Kendo attitude. Yeah.
He's got. Do you say that there?
I'll try it the next time I go. Yeah, I'll see if I can introduce it to the
That's
lexicon.
what the teacher says. They expect you to have.
Yes. Oh, here we go. It's getting started.
Looks like the battle's about to start.
As those characters flashed up, I realise now that actually one of our favourite moments from the tournament, which was the sniping of Link from of Jim the SG, I think was between these two characters. You know, when Tom shot arrows off the stage to kill. Yeah, that was lovely. So we get Hamish bringing out the Croc, Murray with Bowser again, SFB Tom as adult Link, in his green tunic actually, so showing some love for the old school, and Jim the SG's trademark green Samus. Let's see how this goes. This is going to be pretty chaotic, I think.
See, I think dressing the Breath of the Wild Link in the tunic is a bit like, you know, when you go to like a kind of trendy coffee shop and the barista is dressed like kind of as a 1930s barber, but they still use the kind of, you know, iPad till equipment.
The
iZettel, and that's what the Chic tablet is like.
Right.
Chica tablet. What's the tablet called?
Yeah, Sheikah tablet. Yeah,
Chica
yeah,
tablet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just had a sick counter kill by Hamish there. So that's one thing that I think we can count on from Hamish, is using K. Rool's golden belly to reflect some powerful attacks back at their originators. In this one, I've seen that already. So, but he's also lost his stock himself. I actually missed that, but it's like Snrub and SFB Tom are still hanging out on 3 stocks. Although Tom just took a stock from or took a death from Snrub. See, Jim the SG getting some use out of the bombs there, which was something we wanted to see more from him I remember in the tournament he wasn't using that a lot. Although it's definitely an awkward move. Hamish just being so oppressive with those crowns. K. Rool's got so many annoying projectiles at his disposal. Oh, sick back air from Snrub, taking the stock from Jim the SG. He's on one life now, so he's gonna have to be careful. Yeah, he's sitting at the back, charging his laser. Oh, lovely forward air. Yeah, this is I mean, bar Bowser, this is a pretty projectile heavy lineup here. Hamish taking out Tom.
God,
Yeah.
Jim really needs just space to charge up his big blast.
It's tricky with 4 players on the stage. There isn't a lot of space to just do stuff like that, so you really gotta pick your time. Oh, lovely hit from Mr. Snrub there. Oh no, SFB Tom not quite making it back to the
churros didn't help him.
Did he have a bowl of churros?
Yeah, he says, just had a bowl of Cheerios, I'm ready.
Oh, I thought it said churros, like the Spanish
wish it was
snack.
churros.
That would
I'm
be...
gonna unpopular opinion. I prefer churros without chocolate sauce.
Okay. Do you have them just naked or
With powdered sugar.
Naked.
Naked churros with sprinkled in powdered sugar, baby.
No, I can get behind that. I think we like the missus and I like cinnamon sugar with them. It's really
Oh,
nice.
tell me about that.
Yeah.
I've got an idea for you guys. I know we're very close to the climactic moment of this match, but just a question for the chat: who would like a churro but covered in Nando's peri peri salt?
I'm into it.
I give it a go.
Spicy and sweet is delicious. Sweet chili.
Let me know what you think.
So Hamish has been fishing for that. He went for it with Jim the SG, couldn't land it, but Murray walked right into it. And
what I'm loving seeing with these free for alls is how, you know, seeing the game plan change as the field decreases,
yes.
ending up with some, you know, wicked one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
So that belly move, is that down B type?
It's his down smash, actually. He's got some weird smash attacks, K-Rool, but I believe all moves that he uses that involve his belly do give him some measure of invulnerability, or super armor, I should say.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah. So yeah, K-Rool's up B is very, very good. So if he doesn't die by like literally getting launched off the stage, it's very likely he'll make it back. But he's very high percentage here, so a good smash from Bowser will kill, and a charge shot perhaps, or a rocket from Samus, but Samus gets taken up by Squid. So this is a true clash of the titans. You can really see the stage rumbling with the pokes through the stage. So I think Hamish was going for an up tilt there. So his hitbox was briefly above the platform, which allowed Bowser's down air to take him out.
Murray is like, sorry I was late, guys.
Yeah,
I'm here now.
You can tell he was definitely. There's some pent up frustration that I think he must have felt of being locked out of the tournament, like coming back to this, right? Like
he was on the outside looking in, and now he's looking to be as in as you can possibly get, all in. Any character changes? No, we're going the same.
I hope people are waiting long enough for people to potentially change characters there, because. That's although I'm sure if people want to change, they can just be out of it.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got the same lineup again.
Well, you know, it's just one win. I mean, to be honest, you know, it's first to two.
Mm-hmm.
Best to remind the guys in the chat of that too. It's first to two, and Mr. Snurb has got one on the board, which means he just needs to win this. So right now, if you know the other's thinking, you know, do we have to take him out? If
that's got to be on there.
The match will be over if Snurb wins this. So, you know, I would invest time in taking him out to make sure.
Bully him.
Exactly. I mean, what I love about this is, you know, we're seeing Hamish with the croc. We've been waiting to get some more croc time. We've got Mr. Snurb coming in, you know, and making sure his presence is felt. And also here you've got Jin the SG and SFB Tom, who I think had some marvellous matches during the Crown Cup itself. On this stage, I believe. I believe it was the regular version of this stage that saw the Prince of Thieves himself, SFB Tom, do that amazing triple arrow.
Taking out. He's coming back.
Unfortunately, landed on the cannonball though.
Yes,
no one wants to do that.
So, lovely up B into Hamish there, but as always with K-Rool, if you don't kill him, he's probably coming back. That's a case of like, I think Tom was filling up the screen, or somebody was filling up the screen, maybe Bowser, and it meant Tom probably couldn't quite see what was going on, and he ate a fully charged Samus shot. Which is not what you want. Hamish still on 3 lives, but very high percent, so any of these characters catch him with a powerful attack, and he's done for. Oh, getting taken out.
That was great timing.
Yeah,
Jim the SG there.
So yeah, this is what we were talking about before. Was just he's finding that space to just get that charge shot up and just throw it out there. I'm not sure what happened with SFB Tom there. I think we might have connection issues possibly. He does seem to be standing on the spot. Hamish, no mercy from Hamish.
No.
Going straight at him.
You got to have no mercy if you're trying to get the title.
Kicked him off the stage.
Jim the SC just hoofed him off the stage.
Do you think Tom's brother, IRL brother, Dim, is going to give people mercy when they make it to the championship match?
I very much doubt it, I have to say. I kind of wonder if there was some. No, they didn't. Yeah. Oh, catching him on the way back with that crown there. It's one thing I never see out of Murray is a proper Bowser side kill, which is when you use that sort of grab and flip thing and just literally throw them off the edge, taking a self-destruct in the process. Oof. Samus there getting punished for that long roll. Samus has a very long roll animation, but I mean she's kind of vulnerable after it because it's quite slow. Oh, running attack. Going straight to Samus. Everyone's at high percentage. Takes the shot and goes down. So that's Hamish slightly behind the other two at this point. But they are both very, very high percentage. Yeah. Takes that Bowser.
Oh dear. Surely must have been a lag issue there.
Yeah, I think maybe.
And that's one of the problems with the free for all sometimes is that, you know, Smash does struggle to handle multiple connections at once.
Oh, he's trying to counter
Supposed to
there.
have back.
I think so. I think K. Rool's counter got triggered by the flames there, so it meant that it wasn't up for when the charge shot came. So it looks like we're heading down. Oh, Murray jumping over the charge shot. Oh, gets it. So that was his super armor. I think that was K. Rool's running attack. But now you can see. Basically, if K. Rool does that too many times, then his belly armor breaks, and you'll actually be able to see it, like a crack will appear on his belly, and then after that point, it takes a little while to regenerate. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting, but I think that's part of the K. Rool charm. K. Rool charm that we will no longer be seeing today. Oh, the little taunt from Murray as well.
So this is it. Jim the SG's got to kill him.
Yeah,
otherwise it's over.
Murray knows that he's but a stone's throw from re-entering the ladder properly. Oh.
This is it. I mean, our competitors are mostly used to playing 1v1s, and of course we'll have more 1v1 matches up the ladder. In fact, this is the only four-way. Look at this.
No.
Oh, little feint.
Beautiful use of a bit early with that. Oh, so this is one of the things that Murray's going to be really good at. Lovely combo with the bomb. Last hit of the forward air is quite good there. Oh, he's hanging on to the shot.
No.
Takes it in the shield. Oh.
No.
That was so close to death here. Pretty much any.
Full hit.
Yeah. But then also, he tries to dodge through it, gets cancelled by the ground. And then the final hit of the forward air.
Does it?
And he knocked him through the missile on the way out as well. That was beautiful play from Jim the SG, gotta say.
Woof, it is not that simple. And right now, Tom and Hamish are going to be breathing a sigh of relief, cheering on Jim there to make sure the match continues.
Tom's controller died.
Oh no!
Controller died.
Oh my goodness.
Does that mean... What's the ruling on that?
I think... Let me go upstairs.
Okay,
Let me go upstairs. The commissioner's ruling that controller death is a preventable issue, and the match will continue. Seeing as that was not climactic, we're going to continue.
So dramatic. And of course, Tom isn't out of the competition by any stretch at this point. So we'll see. So if either
Jim or Snurb being Murray,
wins this match.
Jim being Jim.
Jim
Being a schoolgirl.
Being a schoolgirl, apparently. So we are back to Battlefield.
So as always, it's going to take us a little while to get our match display up to date.
Hope everyone viewing at home is having a good time.
Yeah, let's have a look at the comments there. Oh, some dirty play from Hamish there. Wonder if we're going to see a taunt from him. Nope. the moment has passed.
Look, sometimes, just like Christina Aguilera says, sometimes you got to get dirty.
Yeah.
You know. Is that a contemporary reference? No. I'm 33 years old. If you want younger fans, go on a Fortnite stream.
Yeah. If we want younger references, we should invite Peter.
Oh, some spicy chat there. Dim says, poor Tom. Alright, Mousy says, that was so mean. And then Dim will remember this.
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
I was going to say we got...
Some brotherly love.
Speaking of brotherly love, we've got Ink182's Rory supporting Hamish. Ink182 not playing in our Splatoon matches tonight. But we do have Ink182's Kate playing in the All-Star game at the end of the evening. That should be good.
Let's see. Oh, SFB Tom already 2 stocks down, struggling to keep himself alive among these heavies, but taking out Hamish there. out smash. Snark's still on 3 stocks and full of rage currently, but the link side smash will take him down.
Sassyville says, throw them elbows, Martin. See, Sassy's there. You said he's going to bring the young things, but he's right there with you with the dirty references.
Yes. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be clipping that first Hamish kill at the beginning of this because people the world needs to see how dirty that was.
King K rules a villain.
Yeah,
At the end of the day,
It's true.
don't expect a villain to help an old lady cross the road. The opposite. He's going to do some dirty play.
We've seen Tom out.
Oh, Tom
no.
has done. We should say that as we continue through the ladder, we're going to be putting together some exhibitions with eliminated competitors. So hopefully we'll see Tom come back, and then, you know, the plans are in motion for the next big tournament. So even though your favourites might drop off the ladder today, you know they're going to have another guaranteed chance at the crown later on.
What's that cable with some little scratches on his belly?
Maybe. I think it might just be his. Oh yeah, no, I think you might be right. He has been using that running attack a lot into and using the super armor on it. So that might be. Yeah, that might be.
No, look, it's gone.
Yeah, it's healed. So it's. Oh dear.
Oh,
Oof.
So right now, what needs to happen is Hamish needs to get a win here in order to extend the match. Otherwise, if Hamish is eliminated, and he's trying his best not to be, then we will see somebody move forward. And right now, it's looking pretty good
Honestly,
for Jim or anybody.
anybody of any of these are worthy additions to the ladder lineup. Honestly, I'd love to see any of these guys progress. Ginny SG leading in percentage currently, but these heavies can dish out so much damage.
I'm going to be honest. You know, I can't play Smash at level as these guys can play. But right now, I'm thinking I want to be not in this fight, and I think that might be what's happening right now. They realise that they don't want to be the person in the danger zone.
Yes.
If I was Hamish right now, I'd be trying to look at this.
Hamish getting that down throw to down smash combo. Oh, taking out Snrub.
Can he do it?
Hamish is in good position here. If he can bully Jimmy SG with projectiles, he might have a chance. But Jimmy SG does, of course, have his huge charge laser, which Hamish is going to try and he's looking for that counter for sure.
Look at these.
The grab. Goes for it and reflects it back into amazing play.
And right now, Tom's got to be thinking, thank you, Hamish. I love you, Hamish.
I hate you, but I love you.
I hate you, but I love you. It's so erotic.
Oh, yes. That big golden boy.
Speaking of erotic, I mean, look at that.
Mokuroku says, can there ever be a draw?
Can there ever be a draw? No. First person to hit 2. You'll win. Oh, draw in the game itself? No, because we have it set to sudden death.
Yes.
Sudden death rules, because we like it spicy.
It has happened in the past where 2 people have died at the precise same moment, even in a sudden death. And if that happens, the match is declared a draw. And I don't know what we would do in that.
We would have to.
We have to replay or something.
We would, yeah.
A 1-on-1 replay.
Yeah, like a 1-stock replay or something. But it's just to put it out there. It is within the realm of possibility. Though slight. But we're going back to Majora's. Is it Lake? No, this is the Great Bay. Sorry.
This is, as Joe mentioned, don't close your eyes if you don't want spoilers for Majora's Mask.
Yes.
But just like that, just like the intro to this event, sometimes I think you have a certain amount of time with which to kind of, be able to say no spoilers. But I think if you're still expecting no spoilers for Majora's Mask, come on.
How old that game must be, like 15, 16 years old?
Don't tell me that. I remember being a sprightly wee thing. And speaking of sprightly wee things, Tom is the leanest competitor here, with the least armor, the most exposed. Oh my goodness me!
Makes it back though, quite enough. So you quite often see that red flash, that red lightning flash, even when a character isn't going to die, like what happened with Tom there. But it does.
Some moves automatically trigger it, like PK Thunder 2 automatically triggers it.
Oh, the zoom in. Yeah. You're right. definitely. I wasn't sure about it at first when I first started playing this game.
I love it.
Oh, Ginny SG.
If you don't love it, learn to love it, guys, because this is what it's all about. It's about drama, it's about insanity, it's about the biggest Smash Brothers players that you know coming together and giving it their all.
And that's exactly what's been happening today. These matches have been insane.
Great Bay is what Sassyville calls torpor dust.
That's a great day. Oh, SFB Tom's shield getting whittled down to very, very small there by Samus. So we did see it. I'm pretty sure we saw it once before, but if Link stands still, he does have access to his neutral shield. The Hylian shield that his model holds will actually block projectiles.
That's a very hard shield to get in Breath of the Wild.
Sure, yes. And it's quite taken out by the down smash though. But and obviously in a 3-man it's going to be a difficult move to land. Oh no, I think that was a misinput by Tom there. I think he held right a little bit too long after spawning, and his up B couldn't make it back to the station.
I think maybe Link is one of those characters that they maybe don't have good defensive options in a free for all. Am I right in thinking?
You might be right. Yeah, it's not the best recovery in the world to begin with, and also in this match he is the lightest character with. I mean, his sword is good, but like none of his projectiles have the beef, the girth that K. Rool's crown and cannonballs do. You know, so like it's. Yeah, I don't want to blame it on that.
No. But I'm just saying it's a bit of a stacked match.
Yeah, no, exactly. There's definitely factors that are in some of like K. Rool's hands.
Hamish says, "Get back to Planet Zebbies, Zebbies. You give me the Zebides." It's looking pretty good for Hamish. He's got to be feeling good right now. He's smoking as well, just like the mask. Just
smoking.
Smoking.
Just inviting somebody to stop him. Oh, Snarb getting the forward air to beat him off the stage, but it's not going to be enough to kill. Although K. Rool is missing his crown. It has spawned in front of him, so he's going to pick that up. I think he takes a little bit. I think
Hamish is thinking, I'm missing my crown right now, and I'm trying to punch my ticket to go see Professor Dim in the championship match. But he's in a pretty good spot right now. And like I said, whoever wins this is going to advance. Between now and March 17th, I forget the exact date, they will take on Sebichu, fearsome competitor. And if they beat Sebichu, they'll also take on Torpor Dust at the same night. Oh my goodness!
Seal break on. You saw his cracked belly there. That's what it is.
Out.
Sad to see it go that way, but also I'm kind of love to see it go that way. That's the pleasure and the pain of being the king, you know.
It felt like he felt like for a few minutes he was on top, and then suddenly that combination of attacks from Bowser and Samus at the same time just wrecked him.
And
the up smash.
My God, Snub does it!
Catching.
Well done.
Oh wow, what a game! What games?
Mr. Snub, he's come from nowhere. He was sad to miss the Crown Cup, and he's like, guess what, guys? You discounted me.
He's been training every day with a hard montage.
Oh, you know it. Hard montage is my grinder now. Congratulations to Snurb. Really well done. And I think now we need to
switch games.
We need to set ourselves up for Splatoon, actually.
Should we put on a delicious video treat for everyone whilst we...
I'm afraid we can't right now, but we are going to have to put in Splatoon. In fact, maybe we can put on a delicious video treat. Let's have a look. While we change games. Joe, what were your highlights from the Smash Brothers there?
Oh, I mean, I don't want to not to revel in the moment that somebody got knocked out, but that the way Hamish went out at the end there was like, that's the way you want to get knocked out of a match, you know, like with your shield broken, eating a fully charged side smash from Bowser, like that's
come back with your shield intact, or come back with your shield broken. That's what King Leonidas, is that the name of the character from 300?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's like the moments that you play Smash Brothers with your friends for. It's just like crazy stuff happening like that. So I was really happy with that. Yeah, just great matches. And the fact that it came so close to being like it was anyone's game at the end there. It could have gone to any of those three players. So yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. Thank you guys. So we are currently switching up our game here.
Who's about to find out whether or not my games are in the correct boxes?
Oh god.
Who knows?
Oh no.
I see your copy of Resident Evil 2 remake there. Have you been playing any more of that at all?
Yes, I haven't gotten to the end. I've completed Leon's scenario, but not the scenario B for Claire. To get the, the good, the good stuff. You know how it is.
Oh, I do.
So we're just changing over right now.
Now, does everyone still lick all of their cartridges every time they change a game over?
How else do you know if it's good?
You've got to know if it still tastes the poison.
Is it like when when your waiter pulls the cork out of the bottle and they sniff the cork just to check whether the wine's gone off? I think you've got to do that every time you take a Switch cartridge out of the box.
100%. Still off.
Yeah.
Yes. Good. I don't need to worry about any children eating this cartridge.
Yes.
So as you can see, we've come woefully unprepared. We're going to have to do the Splatoon update right now. But that's just what it's like over here at high school.
Building anticipation.
Exactly. What builds more anticipation than a downloading data bar filling up from 36% onwards? I'd like to thank Shrinky for bringing us all teas.
Well, not all of us, because I couldn't communicate with Joe to find out
sorry.
what you'd like.
What to have? I think just a raw tea would be amazing, please.
Raw tea?
Yeah.
Do you want us to rip open the bag, or...?
Just like a regular, what do they call it? Breakfast tea, no milk, no sugar, just...
Black.
Yeah, I guess that's the way. That would be the way a normal person would say that. And you don't have to stew it for very long. Literally just like dunk it in so it's like golden and then whip it out.
Isn't that the deviant way to drink tea?
I think, well, presumably.
Are you a deviant?
No, the deviant way to drink tea is what Martin did earlier.
What did I do?
You put condensed milk into green tea.
It was good. It tasted like a matcha ice cream.
No.
It really did. And if you now, guys, we have to delete some games, guys. Okay, what are we going to delete? Let's find out.
Get the Twitch chat to tell us which games to delete.
What game should Martin?
We're not going to delete Breath of the Wild. No,
that's too good a game.
Let's see that one's. I've archived Legends of Zelda now.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
You pressed that. I gave you the controller.
It's true that she did two gigs. That'll be the DLC.
Wow.
I hope Joe Sparrow is ready to be the cameraman for this event.
Oh sure.
We all know it's one of his best talents.
One of the things. Yeah.
A lot of people say he's a great animator. Sure. He's a great illustrator. Sure. He makes great comics, great stories. Sure. But I actually think his biggest talent and achievement as an artist is controlling this camera like nobody else.
I feel like that is my art, Like I feel like when I leave this earthly plane, that's going to be the thing I'm remembered for. Is that he figured out how the controls to the Splatoon spectator mode work.
Guys, you know what we're going to do? We're going to sit through the Splatoon intro together.
Yes.
What's popping? It's Pearl. It's Marina. They're going to tell you about a patch. They're done telling you about the patch. They're straight into the stages.
We're mashing A.
We're mashing A all the way through. Joe, let's make it known. Pearl or Marina?
I think Marina. I think controversially because I think Pearl's cool, but Marina's just like really, really sweet, and I think she's just nice. Oh, thank you. I'm getting a tea.
Can't find a coaster.
Oh, that's okay. Maybe there's one around.
It's fine.
There we go.
So we're going into this exhibition match extraordinaire. Two teams who have never met, who are ostensibly friends, but have never met before in an official high score club stream scenario. I don't know how these two teams get get on with each other when they play. I know, famously, on a convivial level, but as but as opponents, who knows?
So these teams, did they just not fight? Did they they never squared off in the in the last tournament because through a quirk of fate, or was it that one of them was there some other force, or was it literally they just didn't
never met? They never met in bracket.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Is that what we say? Lying, I'm crying.
Sure.
If I'm lying, I'm a lion. What's your favourite wildcat?
What's my favourite wildcat? The Scottish wildcat.
The lynx.
No, the Scottish wildcat that looks like a tabby but chunkier.
A chunky tabby.
Yeah.
I've got one of those.
It's really cute.
That's no way to
But
speak
also
about you.
really wild. It's like that time that Ryan called Trumpet an old hag.
Oh yeah, Calamari Damassi's Ryan calling his own cat a hag. What do you think about that? Pets should be shown more love than that, I think.
Martin Dishter, what's the cutest nickname you give to your cat? And you too, what about Rupert, Joe?
It's a good question. It's a fair question. Cutest name? Well, her middle name is Brioche.
Oh.
That's officially.
That's on her birth certificate. Yeah, I drew. I drew it. Yeah, I did it with crayons and a biro. So right to our people here setting up the game, we need Squid Icarus to be Alpha, and Goddess Blanimal to be Bravo on this night.
And can we go through briefly through the rule set for this? So is this the same rule set as the tournament that we've just had?
They're going to be playing All Stars rules. Both teams will be playing All Stars rules, where they're going to be cycling through the different match types.
Okay.
Just to make sure it's also known on the team chats as well. The first to 5 wins. So we're playing the same as Splatoon tournament rules in terms of the amount of wins you need, but in terms of the match type, we're going to cycle through the match types one by one, random stages. It's a true test of a team's splat acumen. Splat acumen.
Splacumen.
Yeah, Splat acumen.
Yeah,
the sequel to Pikmin.
So we see. Oh, Ellerbubs and Snootles there with their. Is that the equivalent of a Shame Star?
That's a Shame Star. If you're watching, you're not familiar with what a Shame Star is. That is the name we refer to as prestiging in games. Once you've gone all the way, you've earned your Shame Star.
Because you've played a lot of a video game.
There's a lot of hours in.
Yeah.
You put the hours in, and you should be proud, but at the same time you should be ashamed. It's a great thing. That's
pride and shame.
It's the pleasure and the pain of liking a game. Mm-hmm. It's erotic in that way.
So we got 4. So both of the teams have 5 players. So presumably we're going to have to give them a little moment in between each match to sort of decide if they want to have some people come in or come out. Presumably.
Seymour Murray is on the stream.
Well, Matty's in the game, so I think that's everyone we need.
No, I think we've got one too many.
That'll be us.
GSEAs, right?
Do we?
So Sammy, Nikki Sue, Ellerbubs, and Matty.
Oh, James is on.
Yeah, James is Squid Icarus.
Okay. Got it. So we are going to be spectating.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Alpha, please?
We got Squid Icarus in the Alpha position tonight. And we're just going to move over to the screen there.
No, James. No. James is Squid Icarus. And then Matty is Bravo. Yeah. Sorry.
So it's looking good, and it's been so long since we played some Splatoon.
Yeah.
We were meant to play this All Stars match a long time ago. And I want to thank not the All Stars match. We actually meant to play the All Stars match months ago. We're a bit late. This is a little special bonus that we're getting right now. And good luck to both. I'm really looking forward to this one. Squid Icarus, actually one of my favourite teams in High School Club. I think. Love to watch him.
Speaking as a Calamari Damascene.
I'm speaking as a unbiased party here
spectator.
tonight. Obviously, my favourite team is Calamari Damacy, and although we take it easy these days, on holiday and all that.
You've earned it.
We've earned it. Two-time champions. You know. Who else can say that? Sure, Dimble Bros can say that they've got 2 champions, but they cheated both times, so they don't count.
I'm not going to rise to it.
What was their? How did they cheat? Was it?
They had. The thing is, Joe. They spent a little bit longer understanding the game than we did, and I think that's unfair. I think that they should have been gentlemanly, and they should say, "Look at these guys." Oh, it's like we're going on.
Actually, we're going down to time. Like,
wait, I think we've got the wrong James in.
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
Back out.
Back out. What
Back
you gonna
out.
do now?
Back out. Keep rolling. Keep back. It says video connection is so bad, so they can't listen, but they are cheering them on.
Fuck.
Mokuroku, when a Dumbo says WTF.
Password.
What can I say? It is. I just think it's ungentlemanly, Shrinky, that you guys took the effort to learn the game. Calamari Damacy is all about raw talent, natural talent. It's about facing your challenges head on with zero preparation, like a disaster scenario, like when that guy sawed off his leg after it was trapped under the rock. That's how we play the right way.
But we try and counter that with our lack of strategy.
Oh, you guys have got strategy coming out the wazoo. I mean, it's all jokes here. I love Dibble Bros. I love them all. I just want to say we're opening some Pringles.
What flavour do we have today?
Prawn cocktail.
The lesser seen
Prawn
cocktail.
Like Krusty Sean.
Crusty Sean cocktail. I'm sorry.
Alright, okay, so the lineup we have for GSEA tonight is Matty, James, Sammy and Nikki Stew for Turf War. And then Ella Bubs will come back for other mode types.
I know these guys, I do know, I have noticed that some teams, we haven't played much lately, but the teams that have continued to play, I noticed they're starting to kind of strategize around the different game types. And Lord knows I can only play Turf War, which is why one of the reasons that we consider it cheating when other players beat us in games that aren't Turf War.
Right.
In Calamari Damacy.
Alright, we've got Soups, we've got Robo Rice, I think Snootles will be coming back.
Here we go.
Alright, here we go. Right, we are spectating. These guys are Team Bravo.
Wow. Pringles prawn cocktail flavour. Every bit as acerbic as I'd imagined they would be.
Yeah. I wasn't fully ready. It was a shock.
Shellendorf Institute.
Looks good. Let's see if they approve.
Let us spend another night at the museum.
Well, question to the chat. What's your favourite of the Night at the Museum movies? Night at the Museum 1 or Night at the Museum 2? I've seen neither, but the posters look wonderful.
Can we judge them purely on the posters?
Let's get those.
If we were going to compare them.
Well, let's get those posters up. If we can.
Oh, excuse me. So we're just waiting on Robo Rice now to ready up. Got this. It's become pretty usual in these in these high level Splatoon matches to have this little moment of teams chatting about their tactics, maybe psyching each other up a little bit.
For once, Matty, not the final player to ready up.
Oh yeah, he's usually quite slow off the ball with that. Because
he does his team warm up chat.
Like pep talk,
He does the famous one. It looks like we've got Ho is going to be operating the camera, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at this! We've got the Bota hats coming out.
Oh my god, this is amazing. This is something we so many booyahs. Love to see that.
That's a team that booyahs together, booyahs forever.
Slays together.
So take a look at Matty right now. Now Matty is one of the most feared players that we have. Obviously. he.
How was someone like using their special?
Both of them were, weren't they?
This
There was
is-
no bomb
that-
rush
so-
and
So this is like this is high level Splatoon, right? They're going to be covering a lot of they're going to be covering a lot of ground in coordination, and they probably are wearing gear that charges their supers extra quick, as I would assume. Have
are
we
they
got
not
a
going for style?
well?
I mean, these boats are scream style to me.
that is. I'm into it. I'm definitely into it.
Turf War's my fave mode. I like it because I like to avoid getting into confrontations, and it's looking pretty Squid Icarus-y right now. Obviously, there are multiple X's on this team, but there are X's on the other side too.
Nice to see that we've got some stats on the screen at the top there.
That's right. Shout out to Splatoon's improved stats.
Oh wow, yeah.
I presume it's coverage and
That's going to be kills and deaths.
At the
right?
top, it's splatted.
Splats. Sorry, splats. Splatted.
Splats,
To use the proper
splatted.
nomenclature.
but then the numbers underneath is that
It's your super.
Oh, it's just super.
Oh, okay. Which I guess, I mean, if you see it going up really quickly, that does translate to you getting a lot of coverage in a short amount of time, surely. Nicky Stu there, running away, but, justifiably. Let's see what kind of weapons have we got. I think I saw Sammy with the with her distinctive umbrella setup.
Yes, she's got that. What her?
The Mary Poppins of Splatoon
Yeah.
coming in and changing lives with that umbrella.
Changing lives by ending them. Change in the middle there.
I love to see James. It's been a while since I've seen these guys play
Yeah.
Splatoon.
Ooh, Snoodle's getting harangued by some artillery there. That's something we don't often see is the defensive squid jump. I actually really like
This
that.
is all for the missiles.
Yeah, that placed them perfectly for that to get a really good spread on those.
Quoth the Raven says, need to see some pure fire plays. I downloaded Twitch purely for this.
Wow.
Well, if you downloaded it purely for this, you're already getting your money's worth because this is where it's at. Am I right? Not Evo, not
Yes.
Ninja,
Evo, psh,
Ninja,
not
yeah.
Overwatch League.
none of that. Here's the real deal. 5 seconds left on the clock. Who can tell? I think it's looking
that's
slightly
yellow.
more yellow. Let's
Be in
find
touch.
out.
There's a few spots in the blue side of the map that are looking quite
Yeah.
yellow. So we'll see.
Really close.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't cover their face.
Yes, you can see that.
Amateur.
There
Oh,
we-
I'm sorry.
Now, I think
I'm so sorry.
I think we can see here that Ho is a big advocate for covering the base. I was about to give a more level-headed response, saying that that's the deal you sometimes have to make as a team. Do we get out there? Do we get aggressive? Do we cover the field and forget about the household? But some people, like Ho, they like to make sure the house is in order before venturing out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, nooks and crannies have won me games before
Sure.
in Turf War.
Yep.
In their defence, it could be that they didn't die very much and therefore didn't go back to the base
That's
exactly
true.
what I was
to
gonna
ever
say.
go
That's
back.
it.
Yeah.
When you're a really hot team like that, sometimes they're never going to get to your base. But I think we got some diligent players. Looks like we've got one in, one out.
Yep,
Just
already.
checking. Get Ella Bubs on the Bravo. Ella Bubs also will be. This won't be his first. His
Really?
only match tonight. He's captaining one of our all-star teams. Next up, the Killerbuds. Also not the only time we'll see Snoops and Snootles, because they are also on Killerbuds. It is not the only time we'll see Nicky and Sammy, because they're on the opposite team, Inkin Park. One of the many.
Crawling in my
Ink my crawling ink my squid. Maybe.
if there's like a kind of, if there's a late 90s, early 2000s pop alternative act that hasn't had a Splatoon team named after them,
They're not. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
not worth knowing.
Yeah. So it looks like Matty's team's readied up again.
7 kills by Snootles. Sassyville's noticing. Well, yeah, I mean Snootles is one of the top Inklings,
Not just the hat rack, that one.
not just a hat
Ready.
rack.
Sorry, they were waiting on the spectator there. Apologies. So let's see where
I'm so sorry for my sassy mouth.
Oh,
Hey, this is where you come in for hot takes. You know, we give you the art, we give you the hot takes and hot apologies. You know, that's part of life. Sometimes Splatoon gets it. Look at these hats. They're bringing out different hats for different match types.
I think they saw the witch hat on Sammy in the first game, and they were like, you know what, we can do that too, and they've all switched to it.
I mean, we can see going back to Ho's discussed. We're seeing no bases covered this time as they go straight for the Rainmaker.
This is a completely different kettle of squids. This is this ain't your mama's turf 4. Oh, James picking up the.
We've seen James do some serious damage with the Rainmaker before.
I love this mode.
Yeah,
I think it's my favourite.
This is where I really fell in love with Splatoon. I think in this game mode.
Snurtle's holding the big golden rock. Takes out Nicky Stew, and the thing is, when you're agile, and when you're showing agility and power with the Rainmaker, that's when you know you're dealing with a real fire player, one of the top elite squids. Snootles
getting very, very close to the podium there. It's only a little ways away, but Killerbuds takes it down, or Nicky Stew, I think maybe.
Hyder's right there to pick it up though.
But retreats, letting it. I think she was letting it go for somebody else there, but James managed to pick it up instead. Look at all the yellows just right there in their face.
Off you go, Clyde. Snootles. Oh,
He's got it.
It's impressive that Snootles lasted that long in that.
I want to say shout out to Tamashi Kanju for notifying us that our dashboard still says Smash Brothers. It is not true. It's clearly Splatoon, and we will fix that. Thank you very much.
yeah, nothing but professionals here.
Yes.
Look, if you want professionalism, go to your local branch of the bank. Talk to the bank manager. He's going to be professional.
with my game.
Saving money, interest rates, ISAs, all that stuff.
He's going to be covering his base.
Ooh, Clyde.
Base rates. Whatever they are.
But he'll, obviously at the bank you're conserving money, but here we're making it rain in Rainmaker. They have the Rainmaker right now. Matty has that Rainmaker and he's making a charge.
Killerbuds being an excellent bodyguard there.
Yeah.
Going for Robo Rice, taking her out. James going up to try and reclaim it, but gets taken up by Soups and Snooples right there. Snooples now with the Rainmaker. Let's see how much they can get done.
We've got another Bob Ross of death.
I think that fish bazooka is getting some great use. I think that might be. Oh no, I'm missing it. Shit.
Joe.
Shit. There we go.
All right.
That's game 2.
Just like that, that's game 2. First to 5 wins, and we are all square. 1-1.
It's nice hats.
Yeah, I'm genuinely invested. What hat are we going to see next?
I love it. These hats
For
are
the
out.
final match is going to be the mask.
Oh,
The Mask, Jim Carrey, Stanley
That's
Ipkiss.
right. Yes.
Smoking.
All right. Do we have one person jumping out from GSEA for this?
Let's find out. We're just going to update the scores on the screen. Like I said, we got some X ranks on screen. And I'm so fucking thankful for my X is on the screen. Is that the kind of youthful kind of references we're looking for?
Sure, why not?
Sure. Is that? I think we're ready to move forward into round 3 of this first of 5. Sammy coming back in. I think replacing Nikki. I think.
Yes.
So let's see how this goes and where we are going. We are going to Snapper Canal for Splat Zones.
Ooh. Sassyville. We all know that Calamari Dynasty pioneered matching outfits, but I'll give a shout out to Squid Icarus for this hat work.
This hat work is great. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Sure.
Those brims.
They're wide brims.
But don't GSEA also have some smart coordinating outfits, not matching, but coordinating outfits.
I think they're looking pretty together, if you ask me.
Yeah.
These are two teams that live for this game together, and that's what I like to see. It's all about good friends coming together and playing Splatoon at the highest level at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, sickening looks.
Sickening. It's all about sickening looks and avoiding fishermen's hooks.
Yeah.
Although there are no fishermen in the post-apocalyptic world of Splatoon, shout out to Dim for educating me in all the lore.
Yeah.
Look at this!
What?
What is going on
Jim
here?
carries the mask.
Somebody stop me!
Somebody stop them, and believe me, Got Smattermall is going to try.
Well, everything's got even cuter.
Oh,
I know.
I don't know if it's that cute.
Is
I
it
think it's a
cute?
bit terrifying.
Is it terrifying? It's that kind of juxtaposition that makes the enemy stop and go, whoa! They're getting inside my head here. So Splat Zones, I think, is Splat Zones the purest expression of Splatoon? You let me know. What do you think? I do think it's, for me, I definitely struggle with this being not the most offensive player. In terms of my gameplay, in terms of my patter, in terms of the blue language, I apologise there in my Ariana Grande reference.
As blue as Got Splattermall's ink currently.
Submarine Coat says, "We are all goths, dark squid styles." That's it.
I was getting like a Harry Potter vibe from it. I think just with the hat, like
There's nothing more gothic than Harry Potter.
Sure.
They've got a three-headed dog.
Yes.
Alan Rickman is a Harry Potter man.
Yep, a Harry Potter man.
It's my true name, Harry Potterman.
Oh, I like this
I'm
music.
actually not seeing much difference in the weapons being used, even though outfits might be changing. They're staying in these outside of Turf War. It's the same.
I guess people's familiarity with their weapons is a little bit more kind of inherent than, it's a little bit difficult to shake the habits of using a certain type of weapon, perhaps. I don't know. That might be something we could ask the players themselves. It's taking control of the middle again, but it's pretty close. Both teams are around 60.
It is pretty close. Squid Icarus getting ahead here. The second you can get that main clock ticking, and they're trying to stay. Snootle's trying to hold the fort. Snoop's Rubber Rice coming in to support them now. They've lost control.
Sammy with that super there, but getting sniped out of the sky by Snootles. Can we call that is that a flying bastard? Shout out to Overwatch. And me never being able to remember any characters' names.
There's too many characters in that game. In this game, there was one character that looks two
Yes.
Octoling. Sorry, there are two characters.
Yeah.
And they all look, and then it's all up on you to customize the look.
So it looks like Ghostbat will definitely have some ground to cover here to retake.
But they're pushing now. Their main clock is ticking down.
Rain cloud.
It's all about trying to hold on.
Ooh.
Trading in these little 1v1 engagements. Taking control of the middle again. Robo-Rice and Clyde holding down the fort. I have to move away from those little walkie bombs.
Exactly. Snootles is coming in. So far, Snootles has claimed 4-0-0-0.
Sammy with some Vong-esque master strokes with that Bob Ross brush there, making some happy little
happy little clouds all over your grave.
Painting some happy little tombstones. Squid stones. Killerbuds there. The ends up. Beautiful red ends up. Love it. Love it, love it.
Bugcatcher Rose says, clearly Clan Blitz was the way it was meant to be played. We're looking, I guess it's Clan Blitz next, actually, in this
That's true.
cycling match type. First to 5, first team to get 5 wins. This special exhibition match.
Got gone down to 5 seconds left. And it looks like, unless Soups can make it happen, it's going to go to Gotta Splat them all.
Oh, I love it. It's kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
Let's see how many they splatted. Because I saw a lot of splats going on.
Oh.
Love those hats.
Maybe it's because the hats weren't synced. Is that what caused that there? Look at that. 16. Somebody stop Snootles. Did anybody watch the Son of the Mask? Was that the name of that movie?
I've consciously avoided it in my life as a choice.
I don't think I've even seen the original Mask.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Can somebody on the chat really definitely
elevator pitch for the Son of the Mask.
Can we pitch? No, for the Son. I was going to say the original.
Oh, for both, yeah.
The original Mask adaptation. If anybody has seen Son of Mask, is that what it's called?
I think it's Son of the Mask.
Son of the Mask.
Yeah.
Let us know what the plot is in the chat. I'm interested to know.
Oh, tower control. I love this.
Okay, it's tower control. Looks like got a Splat have had their team change. Nikki is coming in.
So let's.
What are the looks going to be?
Humpback Pump Track, which is one of the best names. Is this the? Yeah, I'm not sure if I remember this arena. This isn't the one that's like a skate park.
It's the skate park.
Yeah. Okay. For some reason, I just didn't associate it with that name.
No. The skate park's different.
There's
right?
one called skate park. There is a skate park, but this one's. It's got the big bump in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got the big bump in the middle, the two little walls, and there's the track around the outside.
If you squint, you could see Chad Musker and Tony Hawk on that, so it counts to me as a skate park.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it would be for if it's not a skate park.
It's a pump track.
Yeah, it's a pump track.
Yeah.
To wear pumps. You can only go there if you're wearing pump shoes.
I noticed that nobody's pitching the Son of the Mask to us. That suggests to me that no one has seen this movie.
Yeah.
I've certainly not even heard of it.
Not even heard of it.
Was it straight to DVD? Or
No, it was released in the cinema.
Was
like
it
a real
really?
movie. Yeah.
Oh my God. I know it's really weird. Yeah.
I'm gonna look up Son of the Mask while we start this match.
I have a vague memory of it having. Who's that actor that was in The Sopranos? And he's the bad guy in The Matrix. He's like the guy who's like the traitor.
Oh, the
in
guy
Matrix.
who's in Lord of the
Whoa.
Rings.
No, that's
Talking
Hugo
about
Weaving.
John Leguizamo.
No, but the bald guy in The Matrix.
GSEA are on that tower straight away.
Oh, straight in. Enough chat.
Oh.
So I've got a little bit of an advantage right from where I'd go GSEA. Oof.
Matty and Killerbuds.
I think that was a team wipe actually for the Squid Icarus.
Yikes.
Or, as near to one as they need. See if they can get it all the way to the 10, or get it to this, whatever it is, that will... There we go, checkpoint there, that's the right word.
What's the weapon that Matty's using? Is it a blaster?
Let's have a look. Where is he?
It's Elabobs.
Elabobs, Matty... Yeah, I'm not sure, let's see.
That must be Elabobs I was looking at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one is some weird Nerf gun thing. Interesting.
These guys using all the new weapons, new air quotes.
Yeah.
New to us.
Snook is still rocking the monstrous horrible fish head.
Clyde on the ink rail straight onto the tower. Now that's how you get on the tower.
They did a nollie as they flew through the air.
That was the full-on 180 front slide, blunt slide.
Blunt slide.
Benihana.
Benihana.
Sandal says Wait, I can't read that from here. Joe Pantoliano. I don't know who that is.
Joe Pantoliano. Okay, I can believe that because he's in The Sopranos, so he's probably I imagine he's of Italian descent. Pantoliano definitely sounds like. It's coming in. Oh, this is the first time I think we've seen a charge weapon used. I think in a long time in a Splat tournament. Let's see what the Snootles can 1v1 Matty though. No.
Isn't that a Killerbuds special?
Yeah, it was.
4K. 4 litre.
Oh.
E-litre.
Oh my god, we missed that.
We're too busy discussing
the Son of the Mask.
Yeah.
we didn't even get to talk about the Son of the Mask. Squid Icarus though, it's even yet again. This time they went with three fish.
They alternated.
They did. That's how when you can't all match. That's how you counterbalance it. So it's 2 for 2. We didn't even see the end of that one. Too busy talking about the Matrix.
Various things.
People keep us on task here.
So we're going through the Clan Blitz next. Are we going to see a GSEA personnel change?
I think.
Doesn't seem
I
like
think they
that,
usually do one.
They can do one. So it's 2 and 2. Doesn't look like they're swapping out. I'm going to give them a few more seconds just because I don't want to progress if they have a sudden change of heart. But it does seem like God Splat Mall are content with their lineup, so let's go through. Matty, Elbow, Sammy, Nikisu, yep. Matty, as we can see, there is the backbone of the team. I don't think he's swapped out for a single match yet. More or less, would it be fair to call him? He takes a captain kind of position.
I don't know the inner workings of the team. I think he's definitely one of the oldest serving members, along with Nikki and James.
Yeah.
I think this is a team that comes together and plays together. But we have heard information come back to us before that he gives pep talks. Now, the gotta splat them all on the chat. Let us know what's going on in that team clubhouse right now. Does anyone take a leader role? Is it a flat structure? Is it hierarchical? And are there yearly reviews?
Oh, I think we've got.
Okay. Let's read. Let's hear.
No, we'll wait for her to get back as well. Ho's got to hear this.
Ho's just out of the room. When she gets back,
especially as somebody who hasn't seen the original Mask, I think this is an important moment.
David? Does Ho understand the concept of the mask?
I don't know. I didn't know that she hadn't seen it.
Right.
I thought everyone.
I will ask her that question before we read this. But we're going into Clan Blitz. Splatoon 6 was Clan Blitz based. Both of these teams did incredibly well. Both could have walked away with a championship, in all honesty. And we're going to my favourite level, Murray Towers.
Oh, got the straw boaters out again.
Here come the Goths.
Booyahs. Oh, we've got a delayed booyah there, a tactical delayed booyah from
Tactical
Sammy.
booyah.
Heading towards the centre. Here we go for the Clan Blitz. While we wait for them to collect their clams, Ho, I've got to ask you, do you know what the concept of the mask is?
Yeah, there's the special weird magic mask, and he puts it on and turns into a green man, and occasionally he loses it and the dog wears it.
Right. Okay. It sounds like it's like how you don't need to watch Star Wars to know all the plot points of Star Wars. It sounds like you've got it. Okay. So how about this one? The mask has a son who's played by Hayden Christensen. Shout out to Quoth the Raven for letting us know this. He's incredibly powerful in the ways of the mask. He sees through the lies of the LAPD. After a huge and gritty battle throughout the streets of LA, he has to come to terms with the fact that his mother is the chief of the police.
Oh no!
What is this movie?
I think you might be pulling a leg.
Is that true? Smoking! But they only need 11 clams left, guys.
This is kind of a clean.
There's 8 clams.
But 8 clams. I think that was on their first.
They tied with like a billion.
Booyah! Sammy with the rallying booyah.
They need to pick up that ball.
Yeah, there is that football that spawns beneath your base after you've given a point up.
You want Elabubs to pick it up?
Well, this is very keen on picking
Maybe
up.
this team aren't such seasoned.
Well, I mean, they did really well in Clan Blitz last time we played.
Yeah,
it might just be, to be honest, Clan Blitz is tough, man, because it has all the same hallmarks as Rainmaker, and everyone gets all tower control, and everybody ends up in this kind of similar place, but only once somebody has the ball.
So we got so Elabubs gave his life to open up the goal of Squid Icarus there, but unfortunately,
no one else was there.
Yeah, no, his team were far behind enough that they couldn't quite capitalise on it. Sammy going around the side though, and she does have a football. Snoodles has seen her. She's
she got killed on
took
the
her across.
rail.
Yeah, Elabubs there with the very close, too close for comfort. Oh, there's Matty with the splat down.
Oh,
Rubber Rice.
Rubber Rice has the pig skin or the
squid skin.
The squid skin.
That's morbid though.
That really is. I don't.
Oh!
There was
Almost off the edge.
Some lag issues there.
So we got 2 balls in play.
See how it's going.
Caught shrieky, giggling like a schoolboy at that one.
So it looks like Robo Rice has a ball, and Soups looks like they're sort of clearing the way with that bubble super there. Although Robo Rice looks like they were sniped in transit and have dropped the ball. Soups picks it up. Matty takes her out though.
Squid Icarus, they only need 8 clams.
8 clams.
Which means that the one, you know, they're very likely to do it. 1 minute 36 seconds left. It's going to take a hell of a defensive effort. But Sammy giving out those booyahs because she knows anything is possible when you're alongside your friends.
Yeah, very much so. Look at all these clams up here as well. If God of Splat will manage to get like something approaching a team wipe up here, they could definitely equalise. It's not an unheard of thing in clan bullets for one team to just make a pretty clean sweep.
Especially if they're
They've spotted Robo Rice coming in. Oh, there's nobody
Oh
there.
my god!
Matty meets them and takes her out. So
all they need is a path and a team wipe.
yeah, that's all it takes. Matty going up the side. Soups catches them on the other side, picks up Matty, passes to Elabubs.
This is.
Oh, here comes Sammy by herself though. Can she do it? Can
Sammy
she get
trying-
past Soups?
Sammy applying
Looks
some
like
pressure.
Squid Icarus are getting loads of clams in their pockets. Pockets full of clams, approaching the end zone. Snootles
Oh, killed a
desperate to get up.
Using that super over the wall, that's perfect.
Clyde
use of that.
clears the way.
Looks like they've got 2 balls.
They got 2
That's gonna-
balls.
That's
Oh,
They
but one of
broke
them
the barrier.
okay. One of them just
You have to. That's why it's so hard. You have to break the barrier and get the
You have to just
Yeah.
wait
Go
a
on,
little-
Clyde. Get those clams in, Clyde.
Clyde can get
Come
in 2
on.
there.
Oh.
Nikki Stu coming back round, but it
Oh,
looks like the
barrier's
barrier's
back
back up.
13 seconds left
That is
though.
gutting.
Matty has the ball.
don't have to worry.
Can this go to overtime?
Yeah,
Let's find out.
It's nice to get an actual win, you know.
Going the path left travelled.
Ouch.
Oh,
So
wait.
we're in a brief overtime here.
I think Elabubs has the ball.
Coming in.
Or
Nikki
not.
Stu might be able to
He's
clear
got
the
8
way.
clams.
Oh, so close.
And it's 3-2 to Squid Icarus. You know that early win. Sorry, that early advancement there, that really paved the way. Alright, Mousy comes in with the Son of the Mask synopsis courtesy of IMDb. A cartoonist named Tim Avery loves his dog Otis more than anything in the world, but when Tim and his wife have a baby, Otis starts to feel left out. But then Otis finds an enchanted mask and plots to be rid of the baby once and for all, but is unsuccessful. Meanwhile, up in Valhalla, Odin is infuriated at Loki for losing the mask and orders him to get it. Is this part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I think it should be introduced to it if it isn't part of it already. I think there should be a reference to the mask too in the next Avengers movie. Maybe like Captain America puts on the mask at night and becomes like
Irritating.
really silly. Yeah,
Alan Cummings is Loki.
I think I remember that.
I could get behind that.
I think he's got like weird hair. I think he's got like horrible, like spiked up, like gelled hair or something. That
Like a member of the Offspring.
Yes, yeah,
Like
exactly
Guy
like that.
Fieri.
Yeah. Guy Fieri, but sans frosted.
Oh, imagine
I
if
was
Guy...
imagining Dennis Hopper as Bowser in.
Oh,
Survivor.
yes.
Slick back.
Can we just imagine for a second if Guy Fieri got hold of the mask?
I think somebody stop him.
Wait,
Please.
do we have one more game?
Yes. Can we get? It's this first to 5.
We got potentially 2 more games.
Yeah.
And then another match after
Squid
that.
Icarus need to win 2 more to win. Got to span them all 3 more. We're playing in the big leagues here. Whew. I mean, if Guy Fieri gets hold of the mask, then the whole world will be Flavor Town.
Like, I almost want that to happen. Looks like nobody's readying up. So, James is. I'm worried whenever nobody readies up because that makes me think that I've done something wrong in the division.
It's only
teams or
me that
something.
does things wrong.
No, I definitely picked wrong teams earlier on.
Yeah, I think there was a miscommunication there. I think the teams thought it was first to 3.
Oh, okay.
But actually, we're going first to 5. It could be a while. We might need to tell the all-star teams waiting in the wings. It might be a while.
I will make sure they're...
Oh, no, I'm not reading up again.
And we're back, and they know when we are back. Oh, was about to start talking ahead to the All Stars match, but we're going back to the main attraction right now.
Oh my god!
Oh, hello!
This birthday cake has.
Oh, booyahs!
Booyahs all round. They're booyah because the game's not over yet. First to 5. We want a decisive winner. These two teams, like a 3-2. That's why they're booked to first to 5, because we knew these two teams were going to push each other to the limit.
Yeah.
These two versus Snootles on the pillar in the middle. This is the place to go if you want to like challenge one of the enemy team to a 1v1. Ooh,
How the teams are feeling now they've done the round.
Is that a mine? Oh no, that's where somebody's coming back.
Oh, James.
Oh, Snootles, but gets splatted by James in return, so he pays the favour. Everything so far. So it looks like, yeah, like yellow currently have a lot more territory, but you can see this this is going to annoy Ho, the lack of housekeeping. Although it's not perfect on this side either, but certainly
still early in the match.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
But it's more comprehensive on the purple side.
I think so. But we'll see which way wins out, really.
I apologise again once more for my sassy statements.
Your outburst.
I surprised even myself.
That's perfectly understandable. Emotions run high in Split tournament matches. I think everyone's, it's like when you watch your favourite sports team perform in the in the Super Bowl.
That's my favourite sport. This.
Yes, exactly. It's like Squid Icarus have a pretty comprehensive control over the map, although there is this gross smattering of blue over here.
It's like someone sneezed.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got an ouch from Sammy there, getting taken out by Robo-Rices. Robo-Rice with the... what is that? That weapon's got a silly...
Bobbler, or Bobbler, isn't it?
It's called like the... Yeah, it's got like a silly name, and I can't remember what it is, but I remember liking it.
The Boblobber, isn't it?
The Bloblobber.
Boblobber.
That's it.
That's it. I wonder if anyone's...
Boblobber.
Yes.
I wonder if anyone's tried to do an art attack.
I was thinking about art attack as well.
This is an art attack.
Neil Barnacle Buchanan. I was trying to think of a better player word than that. This is the best I could come up with. So with 34 seconds left.
What's the map looking like?
What is the map looking like?
Let's have a look. Can I go back out to... No, I can't do that. Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, it's looking pretty yellow.
I mean, yeah.
But Elabubs is making...
Elabubs knows we got to get this
This
blue.
is the kind of last 30-second pushback that can change things.
Yep.
In one of the many techniques of Calamari Damacy.
Sneaking in around the back.
It's just to all load up on the final 30 seconds perk.
Do it, Nikki. Do it, Nikki. Sammy, cover...
Exactly.
Oh, it's looking very
Elabubs
blue.
chasing Soup. Soup's
We're
taken
all
Elabubs.
looking for Blue's
I think
Clues.
it's gonna be blue.
Will it be Blue's Clues or Mellow Yellow? Let's
It's gonna be
find
blues
out.
because yellow is looking patchy at the base.
Oh,
Look at it.
will it be the base? Base in the place.
Ow.
Oh, look, just
Called
it's
it.
3-3.
Sorry, I got so excited I kicked over the Pringles.
These prawn cocktail Pringles. The birth looks like it is not a happy birthday.
Oh, can I have a Pringle, please? Thank you.
And just while we update that to be 3-3, this ain't over till it's over. Kicked Bucket says the mask is cryogenically frozen for 60 years, waiting for the chaos it caused to die down so it can once again rain terror on the world. Once it is awoken, he returns to his chambers of advisors. They inform him he has a son. His son is not interested in the path of his father. The mask has plans for him. The movie revolves around their reluctant relationship and ends with a beautiful bonding experience that will change the lives of the mask and his son forever. Quoth the way Raven continues, eventually they both realise they don't need to wear these masks after all. Proud Hobbit adds, and Bruce Willis was a ghost the whole time. This movie sounds great. And
if the Son of the Mask doesn't exist yet, there's 3 great concepts.
Yes.
Someone ring Universal.
Anyone from Hollywood who might be watching.
look, we can make the Mask 3 the Mask-free Flavor Town.
Guy Fieri is offered the mask, or he has the chance to take the mask, but he turns it down because he would become too powerful wielding it.
Question to the chat: who would you most like to see get the mask
That's
in
a really
real life?
That's a really good question.
Who should have the mask?
Prince Philip.
I was
Oh
gonna say,
no!
Teresa.
That would be
Jesus,
terrible.
Jesus Christ! You two go straight to the kind of like Final Fantasy end boss scenarios. Prince Philip, can you imagine his inner desires? What kind of a mask would he be? I've seen The Crown, and when they get sexy, it's effing gross.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
They've got helmets on now.
Kind of Dark Souls vibe going on here.
Love it.
Praise the sun. Oh.
Speaking of Praise the Sun, we have a yellow glowing Rainmaker in the centre.
There it is.
Such beauty.
Yeah. That looks like a rainmaker.
Oh, this is a
Snootles grabs the Rainmaker.
lovely long lines for shooting that rainmaker
Yeah,
down.
love this level.
We know.
I'm enjoying seeing Snootles' use of the barrier in all the different modes.
Yep.
It's so handy.
Oh, look at that jump across. Matty.
Yeah.
Put them on the roof though.
Snootles has serious talent with manoeuvring the Rainmaker up the field.
Yeah, 3 button combinations to get to the right one. I want. So James is down there. Oh, trying to. Okay, I didn't know rockets would hit it as well. That's quite interesting. Matty
Here comes
gets it from
Elebubs.
afar. Elebubs picks up the gun.
I think Rainmaker's probably my favourite mode outside of Turf War. Just really fun.
Yes.
I agree.
I love the drama that comes with Rainmaker.
Yeah.
It's my
Ella
favourite.
Bob's looking for the clam dunk.
Oh, getting lasered through the wall though. You know what that weapon, that super always makes me think of is the, Metal Gear Solid 2. The Metal Gear can shoot like a laser, like a beam of like compressed water, and it can cut through metal and stuff. It just makes me think of that.
That's a real thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Metal Gear Ray is a real thing,
Yes.
alright? And I won't hear anything otherwise.
Well,
The government don't want you to know about it.
Yes.
No.
Post conspiracy hour. Metal Gear exists. Let's see. So Squid is currently in the lead. They've got 47 meters, Squid meters remaining.
Yeah, that's the unit of measurement in Splatoon World.
Well, how do you reckon they would measure?
Leagues.
Leagues.
79 leagues remaining.
Tentacles.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course.
Yes, instead of like feet.
No, they're all krakens, right? So, like, they're just ginormous.
Ho, we don't use those kind of racial epithets on these streams.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's banned from Twitch. Well done to Sammy. Sammy with that brawl he used there.
Oh, Proud Hobbit. Proud Hobbit wants John Cena to have the mask. Deary me. I think if he had the mask, he'd go back to his Doctor of Thugonomics form.
Thugonomics.
Dim would give Daniel Radcliffe the mask. Imagine the size of his head if he has the mask on. He's already got a massive head. His neck won't be able to take the strain.
Oh, Matty getting up to
Go for the clam dunk.
Oh!
Somebody blocks him.
But that does give Blue a pretty dominating lead.
Gotta splat them all. They only need to take it near Squid. Sorry, what's the subunit of a tentacle? A sucker.
A sucker.
Yeah.
Mere suckers away.
Otherwise, I love this formation that they use. So Robo Rice in the background with the the heavy artillery.
I mean, it's the VIP, right? I think you should have, like, a frontline defence.
Definitely, yeah.
To help push forward.
So Elebub's fulfilling that role right here.
It's good.
Oh,
can
the
he make
barrier
it?
in the way.
That barrier really did some damage.
Can
Yeah.
Elebubs pick it up and take it back?
Sammy's in the area.
It's just like when you've got teams that are this good. I feel like the only way to get the clam dunk is to have people running a distraction, interference, something, so someone can kind of take a back route round to the bucket.
You definitely, I think, yeah, you with this kind of firepower on show in both teams, you don't really want to just charge down the middle. See, Snootles still holding on.
Oh, look
to
at this!
Pursued by Matty though.
Snootles is more agile than a catfish. The catfish agile?
I think they're quite sluggish actually, aren't they?
Oh.
Like
What's a really agile fish? Fighting fish?
Yeah.
A mud
the marlin.
The marlin. As agile as a marlin.
Fastest fish. I think they're the fastest fish, aren't they?
I think so.
Oh, Matty's got the rock. He's 44 tentacles away. Oh no! Here we go.
I think at the moment he's probably wanting to just kill time. They've only got 18 seconds on the clock, and
oh look, he's counting down the clock.
Yeah.
This is sometimes that's what it takes.
Sure. He's doing.
He's taking it all the way. Although that's dangerous.
That could backfire. That could backfire. If they catch him.
I think he thought twice there.
But Ella Bubs is there with him, so
Look at this. This like they're playing Mario
Chase.
Mario Chase from Nintendo Land.
I just saw somebody use a Booyah bomb, and I don't think we've seen. Obviously, that's a relatively recent update that we have not seen yet.
I was going to mention that, considering how popular Booyahs are.
I think I saw one earlier when they were doing Splat Zones. Oh.
Gotta splat them all. They go 4-3 up. So one more win for Gotta Splat them all, and they've taken this series against Squid Icarus.
So see, it looks like
I mean, I'm going to be honest. In Splatoon 6, I thought it was Gotta Splat them all's time to shine. You know, I think. You know, like I said before, I love Squid Icarus. They might be my favourite team. That's not Calamari Tomasi. But Gotta Splat them all, I think they're the fan favourites. I think that they're one of the founder teams of our Splatoon League. They've made the final. They've come very close to the top of the mountain numerous times. They're probably all around. They're just as capable as any other team at getting championship. I think.
More so in many cases. Sure.
I think that they've, unlike other teams, they've continued to invest themselves in the game. And I think when Splatoon 7 is announced, I think you could be looking at one of the favourites.
Let's see, we are waiting on Squid Icarus.
Choosing their best outfits, I bet.
Oh, sure.
Give Jared Leto the mask so that he can be the Joker he always wanted to be. Says kicked bucket.
Is there a line about a Lich's phylactery there as well?
Yeah, to raise Lich Bob Ross.
Oh my god.
I'd love that.
I don't even know what that word is.
If Bob Ross had the mask, he would literally be able to pull out a cartoon paintbrush and paint the real world.
Paint the fabric of reality.
It's like having the Infinity Gauntlet.
Bob Ross just kills half of the denizens of the universe with a sweep of his brush. Ooh, try one of those. Thank you.
The way to silence the commentators is by handing out cookies right as the match starts.
These are good cookies.
Oh,
okay,
great.
we've got a double splat zone scenario.
So am I right in thinking you have to control both, or is it possible
I
to
think-
just control one?
I think it's enough to control one.
Okay. Well, looks
it?
like Squid Icarus have got both at the moment.
The counter still counts down if you only hold one of the zones.
Okay. Seen some great. I really like seeing this this tactic of jumping back to base to get like a really good angle and to be able to use your super in safety when you've got the Tenta missiles or whatever they're called.
Some precision shower swing.
They're so good. Like I don't think we've seen them. I mean, we see them occasionally, but like I think Squid
Not quite
Icarus.
to this effect, I think.
No. Like they had some great usage in the last game, sort of blocking off routes to the podium.
That's right. I've seen it used in what's the mall called? Arowana Mall. Because it's so narrow, they just block off that central
That
approach,
aisle. Yeah.
They're firing on all cylinders, guys.
Squid windows.
Give.
Too much fun just watching it.
Kate Parker says, "Give Bob Ross the Infinity Gauntlet." Good God Almighty!
He's earned it.
He's earned it, so he can have it.
Yeah. You should have aimed for my tentacle.
What's going on down here?
What's going around here?
Oh, he's charging up his super.
That's what it is.
There
And
we
he's got an
go.
excellent position to use his rockets from there, and now he's going to jump back to base, or not to base.
I just want to tell you, I think it's a little bit cuter when the Octoling super jumps.
It is.
Yeah, there's something about the way it
Yeah.
kind of clutches his little tentacles. It's quite sweet.
Oh.
With the afro here.
Now, Squid Icarus inching towards a win here.
You say inkling towards a win here?
Inkling for a win. It's 3-4 to got a Splat more. Squid Icarus, they have to win this one to survive and have a chance of winning the series. This much anticipated showdown between the two teams.
He went for the super there, but Soups took him down. Quick draw Soups there. Oh, spotted somebody. Spotted Elabubs. Takes him out.
With 2 minutes to go, got a Splat more. They could still put a full stop on this. Take the series.
Squid Icarus don't want to give it to them though.
I mean, so Squid Icarus take this, which, let's be clear, they are on track to currently. Am I right in thinking that takes both teams to 4?
Yeah.
That's
4
right.
piece? I mean, that's like, this is exactly the kind of Splatoon content I'm here for.
This is why we go first to 5 in these scenarios. Because when you got teams like this, you know they're going to bring it.
Squid Icarus pretty conclusively controlling the middle at the moment. They've only got 38 plus Shane.
Got to say thank you to Ho this evening, who has been shuttling competitors in and out of the stream zone.
You're so welcome. It's fun to chat to everyone.
Look at the sea, look, it's a fun atmosphere.
Yeah.
Bob Ross is the hero we need right now. So if Bob Ross had the Infinity Gauntlet, would he use it for good? I mean, Thanos thinks he's using it for good. That is assuming that his motivation is the same as in the comics, so...
Sure, I think there was some debate about that in the Marvel fan community as to whether his justification was believable or not. But so yeah.
Well, as society's become more developed, people have less children, so actually overpopulation is less of a concern than people actually think.
Yeah, and I know there's also the oft-cited paradox that like. If he's got the Infinity Gauntlet, why doesn't he just click his fingers and make like 1 billion cheeseburgers and just give them to everyone in the universe?
On that note,
or veggie burgers. Sorry.
who's gonna get the 1 million cheeseburgers here? Got us Splat more. We go to 4-4.
Oh no, Squid Icarus.
Squid Icarus. Sorry. Squid Icarus. Got a bit excited there, thinking of the cheeseburgers.
Oh, those
little
tiny
mini hats.
Those tiny black like marching band hats.
They are nice. It's been so long since I've got gear in Splatoon. I'm jealous of all this sweet gear.
Got gear going up to Krusty Sean. Sorry. Alright.
Okay, it's 4-4.
It looks like our deciding round is going to be tower control.
Oh my goodness, who's control the tower? Control universe. That is the plot of Stephen King's Dark Tower series, which I've never read, but somehow know the plot of. Is that right? If you're familiar with the Dark Tower, let me know if that's right.
Yeah, give us your synopses on the old Twitch chat.
I believe the Dark Tower movie was meant to be the starting point for a cinematic Dark Tower.
I think so.
Universe. Although I watched it and it was really bad. They don't even go to the tower.
They're not.
I'm not. You know, I don't think everything has to be literal. But if you call your movie the Dark Tower, I want to see going inside the Dark Tower.
Yeah.
They don't go inside the Dark Tower.
It'd be quite cheap to do as well because they could just have a black screen in a bit. Like when they go through a door and it's pitch black and then just have dub Idris Elba saying, "Oh, crikey, it's dark in this tower." and then there's
I think he's got an American accent in the movie.
Yeah.
Just bust out a crikey. He's like,
yeah.
I'm the gunslinger. Crikey, it's dark in here.
And then just like have the audio of like them walking for a bit, and then it's like, there you go, everyone's happy.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, we're going to
Match
tower
point.
control. This is where the series will be won. This has been a great exhibition.
Oh, I love this map. This
Here we go.
feels pure.
Yeah, I feel like
Love this map.
some really
Oh yeah,
with the
going.
chain gun.
Yes, going with the head, going with the unified headgear. I'm loving
Booyah.
it. This team have got style coming out the wazoo.
Where are Squid
I was going to
Wazzoos?
say, does Squid have Wazzoos?
Somebody check that on Wikipedia first.
They've got.
Right,
Yeah,
we've got to get the
tower
tower.
Oh, the tower's big in this.
Yeah. Well, then it
Oh,
it
it's
drops
just on
down.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
That's where Killerbuds used to take us out a lot.
I see. Those PTSD flashbacks of being sniped at from Killerbuds.
Who's going to be Idris Elba? Who's going to be Randall Flagg? How do I know so much about a series I've never read? These questions will be answered in this match.
I know there's a turtle involved. There's
What,
like
one of the Ninja Turtles?
maybe.
Radical, dude!
That'd be a crossover. In this era of video game crossovers,
Well, the Turtles were in Mortal Kombat, or was it Injustice? One or the other.
yeah, I think it was more. Yeah, one or the other.
I think it must be Injustice. I can't imagine the Turtles eviscerating each other.
Can you imagine though, like E3 2019, Splatoon? There's some gameplay footage of some squids going around splatting each other.
Well, the
and
Ninja,
then
the Ninja Turtles have been involved in Splatoon before because they were a Splatfest in Splatoon 1.
really,
Yeah, they were. Yeah, there was some kind of Nickelodeon tie-in. There was a SpongeBob one as well.
What was the
That's right.
Splatfest subject? Was it
I think
like,
it was there were 3 Splatfests. It was like one was like Leo versus Don, and one was Raph versus Mike, and then there was a final one. I think Donatello won, if memory serves.
I was Donatello.
Yeah.
You know, my head says Raphael, my heart says Michelangelo. That's me in a nutshell.
I think my head says Donatello,
Shredder.
and I have no heart, so I'm just Donatello.
But we all know it's all about Shredder.
Well, I can't remember if this was in the Mirage comics or in the IDW run. But you know, Raphael becomes the Shredder at some point in one of the comics universes. Yeah.
Wow, this is a close match as well.
Yeah, I'm so excited watching this.
And inching forward.
Ugh.
That's riding it back. Oh, Rubber Rice getting trapped by that wall, but the friend Clyde is there to help them.
52-53. This is pretty even right now.
I mean, this is the content I want from this Splatoon. Oh, it's inching
Oh,
forward.
it's
That tower's
literally
coming
1
back.
metre difference.
Yeah.
We've both got the checkpoints now.
Yeah.
Is there no one on this tower? This tower is just going back home.
It's wild.
Matty's on it. He's getting on it just in time for it to go past the centre point.
Shouts to Centre Point.
Shout out to Centre Point, great charity.
They're like a weird building. Yeah. Looks like Squid have control of the middle again.
So as it stands, got to splat 'em. If this goes to time, got to splat 'em all. We'll
Have
win
it by 1
by
metre.
Yeah.
One tentacle.
one tentacle.
Tentacle. Squid have been really great with their formation here. Got us back more. Keep approaching as one in drips and drabs, which any Overwatch players out there will know is a bad idea.
Oh, hit the
Got
checkpoint!
Looks like they're going to wait for a few seconds.
Good Icarus, just like Squid Icarus,
Done
are
it.
in the lead.
Oh!
Matty there trying to shoot them off, manages to get them, but he's
Clyde
being
gets on.
sniped by a giant laser. Clyde on there.
Oh, Clyde
Okay,
couldn't
and
survive that,
and
but
they
now
rally.
It's
it's
got to take it a long way though.
they've you know, the ball is in Squid Icarus's court, but the tower is going back to the middle. Got to splat 'em all to win this series. They have to get that tower
They've got a minute.
to the second checkpoint.
James is going he's going deep into enemy territory here. This is,
You got to clear the way. Someone has to contain them. That's the
Yeah.
only way to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that
yeah.
tower off the field.
and it looks like it's
they might.
working.
They've hit the one. They've got to make it a little bit further.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's going to go forward.
Here we go.
I passed the checkpoint.
Down to
Clyde
36,
takes out
35.
Oh,
35 to
goodness me,
37.
James.
Down to 30.
And they
And it's
got
now,
ahead.
okay, now it's in.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure. There's
Can
only
they
30
end this
seconds
definitively?
remaining.
I don't know if it can
James
get
in the
that
tower.
high.
James
How can
gets
not
taken
manage to
out.
stop it? It's
Oh my
incredible.
goodness. Defend the...
Oh my god, now we're getting close to time. That means they're going to have to get into overtime. Squid Icarus are going to have to run that tower all the way across the field.
Without losing it.
Yeah.
But Sam,
They're
They're just running interference
No,
now.
it's not.
this team is
not
capable of
over
it.
yet.
Unified headwear, unified game plan.
Oh,
Need to get on that tower quick. 3, 2, 1.
go Clyde!
Oh!
Gutting.
That
That is gutting.
And
Game.
what a game. Big congratulations to God of Splat. Big congratulations to both teams
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That is what, it's been so many times that we've booked, a big match, first to 5. We've done first to 7 for championship finals before. And so many great teams out there take us to the very last match. And that's what these guys did. First to 5. We got the maximum amount of matches, 9. And got a Splat them all win the series. Big congratulations to both of them. And I really hope when the time for Splatoon 7 comes around, we're going to see these two teams go in and go at it in a big way.
Alright, so I'm gonna remake a new room.
Oh, yeah.
Just for the sake of getting everyone out and then we can get the right people.
And it is time for the All-Star match to set up.
So are we starting with turf war again? Is that where we're going from the rotation? Okay.
風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んでるあなたそっと触れるもの求めることに夢中で運命さえまだ知らない痛いけな瞳
And we are back. This is what's happened. We're about to set up for the All-Star Splatoon match. Once again, it's going to be first to 5 wins takes the series. But unlike the last match you just saw, this isn't an exhibition. This is one of our favourite events of the whole year, where members from all of our Splatoon teams come together. Now, what happened was in Splatoon 6, we took the commissioner selects 2 players to receive the commissioner's award, the players that the commissioners felt were the players of the tournament. All the players are ranked. We look at all of their stats, and depending on the match type we've had, the commissioner crunches numbers and says these 2 players were integral to their team's success. And those 2 players this time, Killerbuds from God of Splat and Aurora Borealis from our champions, Steamed Clams. Now what happens is, Commissioner takes both these players to the side and says, hey, look, we want to put together the best of the best teams. You can pick from the entire roster of every team. The only thing you can't do is pick someone from your regular team, and that's why we see here that the team captains, Killerbuds and Aurora Borealis, they're actually going to be going against players that we normally see them play with. Killerbuds on one side has picked the team of Squid Icarus Soups, Squid Icarus Snootles, Steam Clams Oddfellow, Steam Clams Mr. Snrub. This is a killer team, killer by name, killer by nature. I mean, we've got some real big hitters And when I look at this team, I think you've got some you've got Oddfellow on the team, aka Vong, one of the most decorated in high school club and outside of high school club Splatoon players, just like a Christmas tree. One of the craziest killers I know, and that's not just it. This team has depth. Soups, we know, is a fantastic all-rounder. Snootles, we know, can, so many kills. She should be arrested by now and locked up. And then we got Mr. Snrub, who is also very, very, very aggressive. Good all-round player, but we know he gets the kills. On the other side, we got Aurora Borealis. He picked a team of Dimble Bros, Dim, Ink 182's Kate, got a Splattermall Sammy, got a Splattermall's Nikki, and this is an incredible team with some of our most long-standing veterans. We've got Dim. He's been a champion 2 times with Dimble Bros. I've been on the receiving end of one of those championship finals, and on the winning end. I should mention, but on the receiving end, and it can be pretty demotivating playing a team with Dim in it, because he's going to come at you from all angles, and he's also one of our. He's been a champion in every single high school club division. Mm-hmm. Dim knows how to get it done. He's got the strategy. He's got the ability. And I think if Aurora Borealis is looking to make the most of that team, he's going to be kind of relying on getting some of that Splatoon intelligence, that Splatoon acumen from Dim, which all of this team has in buckets, by the way. We've got Kate, again, one of the biggest and best players. I think she's only played in 2 Splat tournaments, but she is, again, one of the best players. She and Dim live together, and, they must be sharing a lot of Splatoon knowledge. They're usually against each other, and this time they're together. I imagine it's going to be pretty devastating. And then you have Sammy. We all know Sammy, the biggest booyah in the world. Booyah in the world. She always booyahs back. And alongside teammate Nikki, again, Nikki, one of the founding players of the league, a lot of experience, great team player. She's one of those players that when we see her play, we notice that she does things that contribute. She's a great player, but we see that she's often thinking about, how do I contribute? Where do I need to be? Great position player to round out a team. Looks like we're getting the teams together, and I think we're going to have Killerbuds in the alpha slots and Inkin Park in the Bravo slots.
Oh, do we? We don't actually have Ellerbubs in.
Yeah.
Both teams have 5 players.
Uh-huh.
And they will be alternating, I believe. I don't know what their individual strategies are. Right, this. We're just setting up the match right now.
I believe that's.
Quotha over says, "Go Nikki indeed." Bad Little Boy Matty says, "Seeing the Octo Kablamo logo in it brings tears to my eyes." That's obviously when we made the intro video for this event. We said on Twitter that it's really funny and all to make these videos, but our favourite things about these videos that we make are seeing all of the team logos, because it's so great that the teams over the years have contributed so much great art, so many great logos, so many good times, and that's why I love the All Stars match, because it's not just a time where we get to see the best players from the previous Splat tournament come together. We also get to see just how much fun we all have together, just how all the good memories playing Splatoon together, and all the amazing times that someone's debuted a new logo, really kind of pop the crowd, especially those all-star logos: Octo Kablamo, Tentacle Pentacle, Squidly and Sun, Barnacle Babies, and adding to that all-stars class this year, Killerbuds and Inkin Park. Shout out to Oddfellow, who created the logo for Killerbuds, and Dim, who actually creating his third All-Star team logo. It's been an All-Star team every year with Inkin Park's logo. It looks like we're going into the game.
Here we go.
Here we go. Ellaby says, go Killerbuds. He's sitting out of this one. The captain is sitting out, letting the team get to work. Submarine Coat says, go Inkin Park. And already in the chat, we're seeing 2 regular teammates rooting for different teams. And this is amazing to see.
Youch.
So we are poolside
First
for...
kill.
Yeah, first blood. We're going poolside for some turf war.
Lovely.
So Kate in her signature black sunglasses and suit there, looking very Pulp Fiction.
Always with the blaster.
Just seeing some intense Splatoon setup at House Inkin Park. They've got 2 TV set up next to each other, with
Wow.
Kate and Dim playing next to each other.
I think I'm gonna need a replay on that, but I thought I saw Oddfellow try to squid bag on one of the
Oh no,
grills
kill
and fall
himself.
through, but I could be wrong. I don't want to say that. We'll have a confirmation from Oddfellow later on, I'm sure. Snoofle's being chased down by Sammy here, but
Ouch!
getting the
I haven't seen Sammy play in a while, and I got to say one thing that I'm really impressed by with all the players, but especially because I associate Sammy with like a couple of weapons, but she's cycling weapons up
yep.
a lot.
She does, yeah.
Yeah.
She's just got a really good knowledge of this game and all the various options available to her character, I think, and that's definitely coming across in the way that she plays.
I think we've called Sammy the heart and soul of High Squirrel Club before, and I think a lot of these people here, that they're right there with her, heart and soul of the club.
Some bubbles are there.
Quote the Raven says, "Have a Shrek-tastic game, everyone. You're all stars."
Yes.
Oh, hey Borealis getting taken up by the hamster
Oh,
ball.
Oh, Shrub does a spin.
Was that a little-
Was that Mr. Shrub or was that
Yeah.
Michael Jackson? I couldn't tell. That guy was about to start moonwalking all over the competition. Nikki says no squid bagging.
No, that wasn't a squid bag. That was a little.
That was a
pirouette.
squid pirouette. Wow.
I'm wondering if because that's something that's happened in the Smash Brothers online world is that like you can't taunt in online anymore. So the way people taunt is by teabagging, by crouching repeatedly. So I'm wondering if people are trying to get around our sort of no teabagging sensibilities by.
We could never have a no squid bag.
No.
I think taunts are a legitimate part of any game.
Oh sure.
If taunts aren't in by default, then people will resort to the oldest form of expression we have in video games,
Squatting.
which is the squat.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've been squatted on an Unreal Tournament.
It's like the patches SWAT in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if you could do a patches squat. 4 seconds left. How's the map looking? It was looking pretty much in
yellow.
Killerbud's favour.
Looking pretty Coldplay first album, second single.
That's looking
Why do
pretty
you
yellow.
know that so well?
Just remember.
First album, second single.
It's a nice song.
Bad Water Boy says his heart is split in two.
Look at that team. That team is having fun. Hawaiian shirts all around.
It's
Looks
a
like
cute
it.
look.
Looks like it's casual Friday at the Killerbuds office.
Oh, yes, please. Same again. Yes, please. Thank you.
Shrinky, but shout out to Shrinky. He's getting the teas in for us. We're all having green teas to go along with the neon theme of Splatoon. Kit Bagger says no squid bagging. We've got a lot of squid bagging opponents with us tonight.
No squid bang.
No squid bang. Sorry, I misread it.
Alright, having a substitution. Nikki Stewar's in for Rainmaker.
Nikki's in.
Alright, let's go. So, let's see. Ellabubs is part of. God.
Snurbs. Yeah.
Snurbs team. Is that right? I need the.
Yep, and then Nikki is. Yeah.
Is that definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Because
I'll.
Sammy swapped out.
Okay. Yep, looks like I got it right. That's good. Thank you.
Alrighty then.
Oh.
Snootles and soups.
Was that another mask reference?
Was it?
Alrighty then. That's another thing that he said.
Oh, they're all in.
Thank you. Oh, cheers.
Good luck, teams.
Good luck, teams. And let's see.
Kate's wearing her signature sunglasses.
Let's see whether Inkin Park can take it. Can take one back for game 2.
Dim's going around the side.
Oh, sneaky Dim. What's his plan? Let's see.
I had such a hard time against the Dimple Bros on this map. But not in this mode.
Yeah. It's definitely it completely changes the sort of completely changes the flow of the game. For sure.
This is so for me. For me, the more focused the match type, the worse I am at it. And this is a very kind of for me. Oh, hello, Nick.
Snootles.
Nicky's got the Rainmaker.
Oh,
Sniping from afar.
look here we see.
Oh, got it. Nice.
But there we see. I think Snootles. What Snootles saw is Snootles saw. Here's a player just like me. She's getting it up the field. I've got to. What would I do against myself? I would, give myself. I'd snap myself from a distance.
Yep.
Bam.
Now
Mr. Snrub has it. He's made great headway in the Smash Brothers Smash Brothers ladder tonight. Can he make?
Says he wants to be winner of everything tonight.
Yes.
He could well do it.
Dim possibly sending wanting to send a message to Murray about if you're gonna come to me in Smash Brothers, you better come correct. What is
Technically
that?
correct.
What did that graffiti?
Poither over says big up Inkin Park, big up the All-Star teams.
Machine.
Indeed.
YouTube Robin33. So
That's her channel or his channel.
Little.
I speak French. I don't. I just like to say I do.
Oh, you do. Oh my goodness.
I'm married to a French woman, and seeing as you share everything in a marriage, surely that means I speak French.
That includes language.
That means you're French now. It does.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So let's see.
Oh.
Soups saying, "Get off my
off my
platform.
land."
Yeah, get off my land."
Boo yes, indeed. Says Kickbucket. Boo yes, indeed.
Well,
It's pretty even right now. That's how we tend to see it. Who's going to make that breakthrough?
43 to 47. Yeah.
Could it be Strub? Strub. I feel like I'm doing Twin Peaks backwards talk every time that I say Strub.
Oh, graceful dive over the top of
Oh!
Do it, Shrub!
Oh my god! That's amazing!
Done!
He slam dunked the funk.
That
He's
was
licking it
incredible.
up to get that feeling just again.
That was so sneaky and so graceful all at once. Yeah. Beautiful.
You're right, it's Shrub looking at Dim right now, being like, "Hey Dim, I see you sitting there atop the Smash Brothers rankings with the championship. I'm coming for you." But it's about more than Smash Brothers tonight. It's about the All-Star game, and there's a lot in the balance. We say it's fun. We say it's a good chance for the club's best players to come together, and for all of us to celebrate, like how much all the fun that we have by watching these two teams, whether in outside of one of our tournaments. But there is something in the balance here, and that is the winning team collectively will get to pick the match type for Splat Tournament 7. There are match types we haven't seen yet. We defaulted to Turf War for a long time, right? Three events, and then we had Rainmaker, and then we went on to Clan Blitz when Clan Blitz debuted, and there was very much excitement about it. But who knows
Phil's in the wrong team.
Oh, sorry.
Who knows who they're going to pick this time? What do the teams fancy? What are people? I don't really have a good sense of what people's favourite mode is. I've got no idea. I know mine. I like Rainmaker. I like Turf War.
All right, room remade. So we are up to Splat Zones now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and give everyone the correct teams.
Have we seen a tower control?
We haven't seen a tower control tournament yet.
Put it out there that I'd quite like to see.
I do like tower control, and just like Rainmaker, it's easy to follow.
Yeah. Just to follow the action.
As spectator sports, Rainmaker, tower control. you know, the long time, you know, club members and viewers will know. You know, we struggled a little bit commentating Clan Blitz early on. But, you know, we found our bearings.
Would it be possible to get up the team listing on stream again? So
Absolutely. Just to remind everybody, this is who we're dealing with tonight. All-star teams consist of 5 players. In regular high school club rules, a team can have an infinite number of players. I believe, I can't remember what the current rules say. I think it's basically a team can have as big of a roster as it likes, as long as it doesn't slow down gameplay. But when it comes to All-Stars, we have captains pick, 4 extra players. So teams have a roster. Teams have a roster of 5.
Show's just effing with
We're having some technical issues, but everything's set up now. And
Bad Whittle Boy says Splat Zone's Tawny, please. Or Bad Whittle Boy, you've got influence over 2 teams, so
that's right. So that's an interesting thing to look at. If we go back to the both teams displays here, the winning team gets to pick the stipulation, and it looks like some teams have more players from the same teams than others. Well, actually, that's not true. Actually, I mean I see a lot of Got a Splatter more players playing at the moment, which means maybe the lovable. I don't want to call them underdogs, but many people have thought the other dogs that they deserve a place in a final. So another final. They've already, of course, they're in the first ever final.
All right, Splat Zones.
Dim's trying to take control of the middle early on.
Bad Whittle Boy says Splat Zones, Tawny, please. Splat Zones, that will be insane. That'll be a very, very aggressive thing to see.
Vicky's building up her super.
So, Killerbuds leading by 2 right now. First to 5 wins, so they're 3 victories away from being able to select the stipulation for Splatoon Tournament 7. Inkin Park have to get 5, but we've seen crazier things happen. We've seen best first to 5s before, where a team has gone all the way to 4-0, the other team pushed straight back and won.
Yeah.
We've seen it all over the years.
Oddfellow's wrong. Mutually annihilating. Oh no, Dim took him out.
I can't remember who it was in the chat, but they corrected us earlier that the Turtles were Turtles was a Splatoon 2.
Oh, okay.
How time flies. Splatoon 2 Splatfest.
We've been playing these games a long time. Yeah. Soups with the slosher there, or a slosher. Whew. So it looks like yellow have control of the centre again. Although, crucially, perhaps the pillars in the middle are still pretty blue. Oh no, Snoople's covering them up. I love this charge shot stuff. It's great. It's been so long since we've had like a dedicated sniper, and I'm really enjoying this version of it. Soup's playing really aggressively, although A Borealis just gets taken out. Not usually to be messed with, but Soup's bucket usage is just very... If they're up in your face.
Chucking soup everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, what kind of a soup would that be? That would be like... It'd be like a carrot and maybe butternut squash soup or something like that,
Sorry, salmonids, are they edible?
Salmonids?
Yeah.
No.
Well, aren't we collecting their caviar for some reason?
We don't know what for though.
I assume to eat, no?
Well, Grizzly wants them to eat, right?
Oh, because Grizzly's a bear, so Grizzly loves salmon. What do Inklings eat? What does Krusty Sean sell?
Yeah.
Drinks.
Yeah, drinks and fries, isn't it? Stuff?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they vegan, maybe?
No.
I mean, everything's vegan these days.
Sausage rolls, whatever will be nice.
It's
basically all the food
It's
groups,
political
right?
correctness gone mad. Oddfellow wearing his lovely M. Bison hat. I almost called it a different thing, but I defaulted to M. Bison hat.
Isn't it the captain's hat?
Oh, hello! Stop!
Yes.
Hammer time!
Noodle's getting Snoodled.
Sammy doing a booyah and a little bag. Was that a little bag?
A
I
little
couldn't
bag.
tell.
A little bag.
And
Yeah.
she'll say it won't be a little bag, but
Bad
Well,
little boy.
there's
She'll deny it.
Bad boy confirms. Yeah, it's because he's a bear. Shout out to Mr. Grizz, by the way.
Yeah.
can't wait to put in a few more shifts with him.
Mr.
Haven't for a while.
Oh, me either. Mr. Grizz for Smash Brothers. I've said it.
What would he be?
I've said
Oh my
it.
god, that'd be so good.
I've said it, Sakurai, you coward. Mr. Grizz for Smash Brothers.
Just as the little model, like with the
Yeah,
radio
just a little
here.
radio.
His
Ooh,
B attack is like telling people to get to work.
wouldn't each of his attacks be a salmon?
That would be cool. Yeah, he summons like summons a different type.
No, Mr. Grizz, he doesn't control the Salmonids.
Yeah, he wants us
That's
to.
what you think.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
maybe-
Oh my god!
Maybe that's the.
It's the New World Order.
What, we doing SMR now?
Illuminati confirmed. Oh god.
Yeah, we don't know who Mr. Grizz is. Mr. Grizz could be just maybe he's part of like the defense industry in the Splatoon world.
Interesting.
And so he's got all these salmonids that he's crossing against all of the squids and octolings.
Don't come in here with your Russian-backed propaganda.
So it's looking good
He's-
for Killerbuds right now.
Oh my goodness, yeah, we're down to
Yeah.
15 seconds left and only 10 on the clock, so unless
Nikki
the Blues
makes
can-
it in. She's trying to get it to overtime. Survives a while. A Borealis. Oh, and that's a game. Killerbuds.
Wonder what it's like for A Borealis to finally go against Oddfellow.
Well, that's the thing. I've never been in an all-star game, but I have been on the receiving end of my teammate Philippa, in lots and lots of online games, and it's
Uncomfortable.
it's uncomfortable. It's like, obviously I'll be honest, we chat a lot of in Calamari Damacy, but the truth is, for me, I get carried by the team when I'm against like someone like Philippa. Not that I'm saying anybody else is this way, but for me particularly, I get carried a little bit by Philippa when I'm against her. I'm like, oh my goodness me, let's be teammates again, because I can't handle getting killed this much. So 3-0 to Killerbuds. It's first to 5 wins. Killerbloods? It's looking like Killerbloods right now. Killerbuds, they're 2 away from being able to choose the stipulation of the tournament 7.
Does that look correct? Because Kate's on.
Dim's team.
Yep.
That's correct.
Inkin.
So Aurora Borealis sitting out. Got Dim, Nikki,
of the-
Sammy, Kate. I mean, both these teams are stacked, but right now it's kind of looking like Killerbuds, they've got the magic mix. Now, the thing about the All-Stars teams is if you don't get much practice time as a team, which All-Star teams don't always get, you often don't have a good team strategy. And some teams get together and they discuss the strategy. Harder to do when we cycle through the match modes, of course, because every game is different. But if you don't get that time to sit together and figure out, hey, this is our plan, or hey, learn about each other, it all comes down to kind of that magical charisma that a team has. And maybe Killerbuds just have that, they have they're meshing a little bit more. Over on the Inkin Park side, I'll say, well, these teams, although these are very powerful players in this team, some of our best former champions, finalists, high-ranking players, those teams to me, they feel very different. Like when I think about Dimble Bros, and I think about God of Splat 'em All, and I think about Ink 182, I'm thinking different things about all of those teams strategically, like in terms of their like offensive capability, the kind of everything. When I think about Killerbuds, I look at the team and think that actually these guys kind of have a more unified play style. Like these teams kind of are the same kind of mix of kind of strategies and abilities. So maybe that's why they're performing well right now.
Everyone's marching up to the blue team's base.
Clearing away.
Bad Little Boy says Inkin Park are one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
Oh my goodness.
It's the first time we've seen this level as well, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing it before.
This is the final new level that's been added to Splatoon 2.
That's right.
Oh,
Performance,
game.
and I think
That was it.
they made it all the way.
goodness me.
Good night, Gracie.
And just like that, Killerbuds are now looking for the clean sweep.
You want that? Perfect.
What if though? This is all part of the storytelling that
Yeah.
Inkin Park have been. Now, like, just let them win all 4,
Yeah,
It's time for
and
the classic.
then
that's what
Let's
new
smash
that's
them.
what new metal is all about.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's about feeling down, feeling downtrodden, feeling like you're the lowest of the low, but then just at the last minute you pick yourself up
The rap
and you
chorus.
deliver a half-baked rap, and that's what gets the energy surging.
How dare you?
Yeah, it's me.
Well-
I'm feeling really low, but now it's time to blow and go. Yeah,
You
I'm
think of a really, really good slogan to write in a pencil case. That's going to really show everyone that you mean business.
I feel like I've got to defend Inkin Park here.
Inkin
Sorry,
or Lincoln?
Linkin Park.
Linkin
Okay.
Park.
Yeah, I listened to Hybrid Theory a lot as a teenager.
I can
and
tell.
I still sing the odd Linkin Park song at karaoke.
I'm sure you look great doing that.
I just love.
Do you do the rap and the singing?
Yeah, I do all
Nice.
of it. Yeah, I get very out of breath, but
Aber Ellis is Inkin Park, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Cool. That looks.
So here are Killerbuds, 4-0, 1 win away. Are they going to get the clean sweep? Are Inkin Park going to... Somebody give me a new metal joke. Are they going to make the big comeback that... like Slipknot when they changed their masks?
Or is this Inkin Park's last resort?
Yes.
oh,
Suffocation.
yes. Just like Papa Roach.
Yeah. I was
I
trying to think
mean,
of like a
you
spin-related
know, this, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right, guys? Not a new metal person, right? Here's the thing. But who was in the Tony Hawk's 2 soundtrack? Was it Linkin Park or was it Papa Roach? It was Papa Roach. Game Papa Roach.
game set map.
Best game ever. Okay. So Kit Bucket says, pull it back, Inkin Park. And I hope everyone's having a good time. I think everyone's having a good time.
We're having a good time.
A crucial clan blitz is where we're at now.
Okay, Clan Blitz,
Booyah!
interesting. Booyahs all
Booyahs,
around.
oh my god. We're crowding the screen with booyahs. Let's see whether the
Is it going to be Booyah or Boo-earns?
boo Dim and Mr. Strub.
Hey.
Mr. Snrub dueling. Mr. Snrub a little bit behind enemy lines here. Soup's trying to support him
Oh,
with grenades.
Dim has got a long
Oh, did
chain
you
of
see that?
clams.
Sammy with the booyah over the corpse.
Inkin Park, they've got a lot of clams in their pockets right now, and they have broken the barrier. See, this is it. I believe that was Dim. And
so.
what do you know about Dim?
Here he comes.
He's one
Hello,
of the top statisticians. Wait, what's that word? Every time we do a stream.
Statisticians.
Statisticians?
Strategists.
He's a strategist.
Strategist.
That's the word.
Strategists.
A strategist and statistician.
Statisticians.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm the statistician.
I'm just saying Dim is brainy and he's getting the job done right now. And he knows the roots.
See Galaxy Brain.
I mean, he does have the Galaxy Brain.
Another sneaky one. Borealis just waltzed up there whilst the rest of
This
his team
is
was
the
elsewhere.
thing, right? Right now, this is how Inkin Park are feeling. They're thinking, we're the downtrodden Grebos, we're the grungers. Killerbuds, they're the jocks. And what they're doing is they're overlooking us. They don't know what we can really do. And the Borealis and Dim, they're sneaking behind enemy lines. They're going under the bleachers.
They're
They're
writing some piercing poetry.
that's right. They're smoking some very cheap grade weed under by the bike sheds, and they're throwing those clams through the clam hoop. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
They're doing it.
Oh my god. So Snrub trying to get on the side.
Dim's got his rolled up Kerrang in his back pocket, and he's getting ready to unleash. He
So
gets
many health pockets.
His jeans
all
are
those
so
clams.
wide with clams.
God.
Good thing he's got a chain on his wallet. That's where he's going to keep his golden clams. Don't worry about stealing those.
Well, 2 minutes 45 seconds left. You know, Killerbuds, they've chucked some clams in the net. They've currently got more clams in the pocket. Over on the other side, we've got Inkin Park. They've done more damage. Can they hold on?
Oh,
Snub.
nice.
Oh.
Nicely dodged it out.
Ouch.
Oh. Dim showing what's all about that. Kate backing him up there. It's looking good. Dim and Kate together. Life partners and Splatoon partners right now. And I think they're feeling pretty harmonic. Shrub takes out Dim. Kate manages to take out Shrub, but obviously a little too much there at that choke point. Is that a
Another
choke
ball coming
point?
around?
I'm gonna call that choke
Sammy's got a clear shot of the goal.
Oh, Sammy's coming
He's going
in.
to take it out of their range.
Right at the
We're
barrier,
down to
Shrub coming in the
57.
back. Shrub got clams. Shrub's just taking care of business down there.
We've got 2 whole minutes to go though, so this is definitely this
Oh,
is
Dim's coming again.
go either way.
Proud Hobbit says root for the undersquids, always.
Yes.
I never thought I'd see the day where a team like this could be the Undersquids.
Yeah,
That's right, that's
bonkers.
All Stars, man.
Yeah.
It's that All Stars magic mix. It's sometimes it's like it's not who
Oh,
you can have the best players, but you know it's all about that chemistry. It's all Mr. Snrub here.
He's pulling back. I think he's going to try and go round this side, down
oh, he's going to do that.
this one. A Borealis with a ball of his own.
This is
on the
it.
left-hand
A
side.
Borealis, he knows. Like
So he's going around the other way.
A Borealis and Snrub, it's like Ryu and Ken. Normally, they're on the same side, but they have a little bit of a frisson, a little bit of like an axe to grind with each other because they're partners and they're rivals. They know how each other
True.
think. One does a Hadouken, one does a Shoryuken. At the end of the day, they've both got fire coming out of their hands.
Sherry.
One's going up, one's going forward.
Yeah. It's looking pretty good right now for Inkin Park. Trying to get their first win on the board. 50 seconds left. Only need to get 6 more clams in.
Surely they can do it.
Hi to Frosty 5033. Good to see you.
Stay frosty. As they say.
You know,
Booyah. Sammy's booyah.
ah, here we go.
Sorry, go on.
No. I was just about to say some more nonsense out of excitement.
Bad Whittle
Looks
boys
like we got something going on over there. Looks like.
Snarb coming around the top. Of course, whilst balls are in play, I believe there is an overtime in effect.
That's correct.
It's getting so close.
Bad
Goes
Whittle
in,
boy.
picks
Oh.
up that squid skin, pig skin.
Inkin
Oh, wow,
Park
look at
are
this.
11 seconds away
Oh,
from
come on.
victory.
Can we get an actual clam dunk victory?
Oh.
Yes!
She's being so patient and like not rushing.
We're in overtime.
I know,
This is going to have to be a big overtime by Killerbuds, and they want to seal the deal right now.
Soups, the hopes and dreams of Killerbuds
Oh.
rest on here.
This is what.
Has someone
Could
else
that
got
be it?
one?
Where's that ball?
Who knows?
Sammy.
Sammy's got a ball.
Sammy's got the ball. Can she seal the deal?
I think she's just going to be defensive.
Yeah.
Yes, gonna
They
run out
have
the
done
ball.
it, and this is what has happened. I think, you know, like we said, they're the underdogs. They're going down to the wire, and all of a sudden they realise what they need. They need someone to like do a screamy emotional verse. Someone needs to do the rap. Somebody needs to have some face paint on. Exactly.
I mean, all of those things.
They've got the magical mix.
We've had the intro. We've had the main course. Now it's time for the bridge to turn it all around.
That's right.
Breakdown. We need
Yeah.
a
You need the little rock and roll jump off a thing.
You do the jump. You've got to do the jump, man.
And are we going to see a triumphant chorus?
Shout out to Jumpman. And that actually takes us all the way back around to Turf War.
So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in for this special All-Stars game. Best players in the league coming together to see who's going to be the first to 5 wins in a cycling series of match types. First team to get to 5 wins get to pick the stipulation for the next Split tournament. We'll have open sign-ups to the next Split tournament when the time comes. If you are, if you're a good egg, you like to play video games to have fun with like-minded people, with friends, a little bit competitive, but still all friends. This is the place for you. You'll be very welcome.
Like Ryu and Ken.
Like Ryu and Ken, man.
Yes.
That's always have them in mind when you're thinking, how should I play video games? I should be it with a friend. We should have fun. Maybe there's a little bit of a rivalry to sort out. But at the end of the day, you're going to give each other your bandanas, and you're going to have one of the most successful partnerships in history.
You're going to do a strong handshake at the end of the opening
real
credits.
strong handshake.
Manta Maria.
One of my favourite levels.
Everyone's a fan of this.
Is that going to have a bearing on how things work out?
Well, if we got a bucket, if we got a bucket, I know there's going to be plenty of action in those crow's nests.
But I do, we're going back to Turf War again. Arguably the purest form of Splatoon.
Obviously Killerbuds, they won that first Turf War contest. Can they do it again? Obviously, Dim is one of the. I would say Dim is one of the stronger Turf War players in the mix.
Yep, I would agree. Yep.
I know. I believe is Dim going with the NZAP, the grey NZAP. I forget which number the NZAP that is.
95, I think.
He's going with the 95.
85.
85. Sorry. The thing is, Joe, I'm just so young. I don't know what age, what year these peripherals came out. Ella Bubs is in the Twitch chat. He says, "Go on the Killerbuds, do it for Papa." He's not Papa Roach, Papa Ella Bubs.
Do it for Papa Roach.
Yeah. Got my life into pieces. Alright.
Or ink my turf into splat zones. This is Mahi Mahi Resort. As,
This is Mahi Resort.
Well done.
That's
That's good.
Oh. Dim versus Soups again. Soups burning the super.
How's the map looking? That's the question. Like first Turf War, we had a lot of yellow. Looking pretty yellow. But it's, that's not a big deal. I mean, I've got to ask. Again, it's been a while since I've been invested on a week-to-week basis in Splatoon. But I'm kind of questioning the weapons that Inkin Park are using here for Turf War. But I mean, obviously, having strong offense is a key to containing the enemy in Turf. But it's. It looks like Blue could be pulling it back.
Honestly,
Blue with ink map.
Look at that base.
Yeah.
Look
that
at
yellow
this.
base.
We all know that Ho loves a tidy base.
Oh, there we go. Right.
No.
Good.
Oh, okay, no, they got it. That's good. Nodding my head there.
No, I know full well that Dim might be a killer, but he's also a diligent
Splatter.
turf painter. So.
Yep. He's gonna dot every I and cross every T.
He's a man of detail.
Yes. Oh.
Here comes the Mary Poppins of death.
Yes.
I mean that's pure Sammy there. When you've got that umbrella coming towards you, it's hard.
Yeah. I panic whenever I come across any of these players in a game. That's why I prefer talking about the games playing.
They're in danger very slightly here. In the
Hello.
last 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Hello.
Come on, Din.
Hello. It's looking pretty
come on.
blue.
Come on, A Borealis.
Is it going to be a blue Christmas?
I mean, they're getting a little bit back in the middle there.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I can't tell.
That's got to be close.
I
Right?
think that's blue.
I think that's
blue.
Just about. We're talking small about here.
Oh my God,
That's-
Inkin Park!
That's like 20.
It's the base, man.
That's around 20%.
It's all about that base.
That's ridiculous.
Shout out to Megan Trainer. Is that her name?
Sorry,
Yes,
biscuit
it
thing.
is.
If Peter's on the chat, he can confirm it, but Ho has confirmed.
One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
That's
Keep
it.
that in mind.
I designed this rhyme to remind myself how.
They're
I tried
trying so hard. They're trying so hard to pull this back.
But in the end, will
really matter.
it matter? And today it does matter
does.
because
Don't
the
kid yourself.
winners get to pick the stipulation for the next tournament, and that's a big deal. That's a lot of power, And the problem is, sometimes power goes to the head of the jocks, Killerbuds, and Inkin Park have to rise up, from behind the bike sheds.
Oh no, Mark Ellaby's grounded his team.
Oh, they're grounded. Papa Killerbuds has grounded everybody. No Nintendo for a week. Although in this case, they got to play Nintendo to win.
Extra.
They got to play more Nintendo. Right now, the thing is, I've been here, right? I've been here. Calamari, Damacy, very successful team. Let it be known, a very successful team. But sometimes you'll play a team and you'll think you've steamrolled them, and then they're like, they
unroll themselves.
Yeah, they snap their fingers, they unroll themselves, and then you just don't know which way is up, and you start to really question the fabric of reality as you suddenly cannot. You felt like you cracked the code on the team, and then it's all turned around. So I don't know, but here's a little fact for you guys. Did you know? And this is a fact for the stream too. And I know you guys always come here for the education, and we like to provide it. When you click your fingers, the sound actually comes from your middle finger hitting your palm, not the click itself. Try it for yourself as we watch this match.
Is the sound made by like a tiny sonic boom?
Sonic boom. What is Sean Connery is not his true by sonic boom, Mrs. Moneypenny. Do you think Sean Connery likes new metal?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know what's really disappointing? What I'll never understand is how is legitimate rap's attraction to new metal. Method Man, Limp Bizkit, Jay-Z, Linkin Park. What's going on? Those are some strange choices that these people are making.
Zeitgeist.
Money.
Is that another rapper?
Zeitgeist. MC Zeitgeist. UK Garage. UK Zeitgeist, UK Garage, MC Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist sounds like an East London indie band to me.
Zeitgeist to me, it does sound like it's like Zeitgeist Pirate Radio, biggity 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 bum, UK Garage biggity wum.
Goblin.
Kickback says this is incredible. We're all having a great time. That is right. Thank you. 2, 4, 6, 8. Come on, Squids, destroy their base. Submarine coat. We've gone from new metal.
They're
We're now
really close, guys.
Oh, hello.
Oh, lordy.
So Ink 182 is getting very, very close to the
Inkin Park.
Inkin Park. No.
Inkin Park. They've come so far and tried so hard, and Sammy is looking for the slam dunk. And I'm just saying, guys, I'll ask this every time, but can we please do an NBA Jam Tournament edition?
Sign up now. Sign up, will be live as soon as
the second even one person agrees to this, it will happen. Just one
man tournament.
It's just you playing.
Two teams.
I'll
be the Sonics. You can be the Bulls. Two team tournament. Let's go. Anyway, back to this Snootles.
Snootles, they're completely unfazed by having grenades locked. Like, knew exactly where to stand to get hit.
Perfect distance.
Yes. I mean, Snootles. I've never met Snootles in person, but I kind of think that Snootles has been in that rundown dentist chair in Morpheus's back room, and she's had like the Splatoon program, run into her neck Neo. She knows Splatoon.
It's going to be a close match.
I think it is. Anything can happen in Rainmaker. It's not like Tower Control where it's like you have that predefined path. This is where we've seen a lot of sneaky people get the rock to the hoop before.
Let's see, Mr. Scrub.
Just about to hit the 3rd hour of this broadcast, and this could be the climactic moment. Mr. Scrub looking to get that all-important 5th win for Killerbuds right now.
Yeah, it's worth bearing in mind that the Killerbuds are in a position where if they get the slam dunk, they have won.
Look at this. Mr. Strub's looking for it. He's so close.
Pushing up the ramp.
Sammy.
He knows he's 3 squid meters away from actually tying.
Do you see how long it takes to get Snootles down?
Yeah.
There were 1,500 people around her then, but she was not dying. Okay. Here's Dim. Oh. Got caught by the wallet chain there.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Or like a lank bit of hair at a gig.
Oh,
right in your face.
no.
Oh my god.
So actually, look at this. Inkin Park. Just like if this goes down to time, Inkin Park just a little bit ahead. So Snootles right now.
Just barely.
Snootles is taking us 44 seconds left. We just need to get past 29.
Meters, yeah.
She's at 47.
Oh, blimey, that was close.
Getting closer, come on.
Snootles definitely seems to be their point man. Like they seem to give her the Rainmaker whenever they get the opportunity to. So
Some people are strikers. Some people are forwards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And right now, it's Rainmaker, right?
Yep.
She's thinking.
getting cornered by Kate and Sammy.
Oh,
That's brutal.
she thinks she's the Michael Jordan. Kate there was.
It's gone down to 10 seconds.
If 10 seconds happens, you know, the Inkin Park have won. Killerbuds, if they can get it in their possession, it'll go to overtime, just like this.
Right.
So here we go.
All right, let's see how far Elbubs can get it.
Ellabubs,
No.
Oh,
and just like that.
Oh,
It's 3.
love it.
It's
Yeah.
3, 4. God, this is what I love about Splatoon, man. It's fast. It's furious. Anything can happen. You know, it just now. A few games ago,
yeah.
I said the words. Killerbuds were looking for the sweep. They ain't looking for the sweep no more. They're rummaging around that cupboard looking for anything, looking for a dustpan and brush,
They
because
want to clean up.
what looked like a sure win has been shattered. Is that shattered? Is that a name of a new metal song? I imagine it is.
I think what happened was they ushered the other team out.
Usher is an R&B act.
Ushered the other team out the door, and then looked down and realised they'd left muddy footprints all the way out, and then they had to come out and sweep everything up again, and it was too late.
Oh,
The damage had been done.
it's 4-3.
4-3. Love it.
It's
how is this
4-3.
gonna go? So we're going over to Splat zones. Now, who's swapping out and who's swapping in?
Let's see.
So it looks
So
like
Spat Zones, I forgot last time Spat Zones we had. I think we had a Killerbuds win, right? Yeah.
Possibly. I've been just.
I've been too excited
Yeah.
to take note. I mean,
so this game mode is obviously it's not one that we've had a tournament in, but this level, this Black Belly skate
Yeah.
park has been the
OG.
source of many a moment of many a momentous moment in Splatoon mechanics.
I can definitely remember big wins and big losses on Black Belly Skate Park. Shout out to one of the things I love so much about Splatoon 2 is how it retains not all levels, right? Many of the levels,
Almost all.
almost all the levels. From it's just good. I just love that we've got this big chain of memories playing together over all of these levels, and again. The All-Star game, brings it all back to me. We've come a long way. We started with 4 teams. Over the course of the years, we've got many more teams, many more players, and it's great that even now we're still playing with new people. Even now, had new people when in our holiday event.
We might have a disconnect.
Oh, I think we
or
might
some
have.
kind of
I think we
error
might
here.
have our first disconnect.
Soups and.
Soups and Elabubs are not currently moving.
I'll confirm that on the chat.
Yep, they've got a DC.
Okay. So there's no way we can. There's actually no way to end the match. So we are literally just going to wait out the clock. It should take just under a minute.
Just under a minute.
Yeah, because 46 seconds remaining. But they're like fast seconds. We've got some squid bagging in the centre. Well, I think this is good natured.
It's a dance party
With the
on the
couple as
podium.
well.
Look at this, Kate and Dim. Some people have called them the king and queen of Splatoon. And right now, it looks like Dim is trying to be the
Wooing Oddfellow.
look at this odd fellow doing the spin.
This is the mating dance.
Look at that, and just like that, game. So disconnect doesn't count.
And at least it happened at the start, and they hadn't put all that
Exactly.
effort in.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in the position too where you're so into it,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier now. The heads-up displays giving you more information because I think more inclined to check it. But there's been situations where I've been so in tunnel vision that you just feel like, yeah, we're doing really good, and let's just keep doing really good. You don't notice there's been a disconnect.
What? Do you just know it?
Oh no, I was just going to go back to the skate
Yeah.
park, but we can.
No, let's go back to the skate park. Let's do it.
I think you've put an off on one of the maps. If you go back to stage select. On the first page, bottom right, you've put a no on
Ah, there we go.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Wow, cool.
Shout out to the developers for constantly adding new features. Oh, and also, let's have a big round of applause for Oddfellow. It looks like he's just got on his Shame Star. We want to have a Shame Star celebration. You go, Oddfellow.
You put those hours in.
This Splatoon action is so hot. I'm going to take off my shirt.
Yeah.
We've got a request here. Can we please hear Steanton rap the opening lines of Points of Authority by Linkin Park?
Actually, I don't. I'm afraid I don't know that one. But Ho will.
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
I can give you a lot of raps of, obviously I gave Joe back in the day. I gave Joe a big rap when he tried to step to me in a rap battle during a previous tournament.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know any Linkin Park raps. I just know the little face of the dude as he raps on top of his pyramid. It's like grey pyramid, like full of despair.
Forfeit the game before somebody takes you out of the frame. Put your name to shame. Cover up your face. You can't run the race. Pace is too fast. You just won't last.
That's really good. Have you ever been in a new metal band?
I should be in one. An old new metal.
I like that.
New metal band.
We're currently still waiting on a few players to join, so
That's when there's a disconnect, there's always a little bit of getting back together. That's how it happens.
Router resetting going on.
You know it.
You love the way I look at you while taking pleasure in the awful things you put me through. You take away if I give in my life. My
Question:
pride is broken.
How many hits did Linkin Park have? Oh, Bad was excellent work, Ho.
Thank you.
Claps of also we love Shame Stars. I still haven't got my Shame Star in Overwatch.
Go put the time in, Martin.
I wanted to. I saw everybody playing Overwatch last night. I thought, oh, maybe I'll come back for Overwatch, and then I fell asleep. Looks like we're getting ready to go back to the game.
And there we have it. So I'm gonna have to remember all the. Oh no, mostly remembers.
And this is what we're looking at right now. We're looking at the All Stars match. It's currently 3 to Killerbuds, and 4 to Killerbuds and 3 to Inkin Park. Killerbuds are 1 win away from winning the match.
So do you reckon that disconnect, that's got to have some effect on the momentum that Inkin Park have been, because they've.
I have to admit that's how I would feel. I think, and sometimes it does take the wind out of your sails, but at the same time, there's a lot of pressure on that right now. Both teams. When you're that team who's so close, but yet you've suddenly had come up against a rally by the other team, you start to question everything, and then you've done so well, and all of a sudden the team is rallying, and you think, should I stick with the thoughts, with the strategies, with the weapons that have won us success so far, or have they got our number? Should we change? Should I change to my second best weapon? For me, that's always a mistake. I'm very fixated on single characters, single weapons, single strategies. But I think the players playing tonight are a little bit more well-rounded than me.
I think so.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Here we go again.
So.
I think everyone's going hard now. Like, I'm seeing fewer coordinated outfits.
Yeah, I think so. I think they've
Everyone's
switched.
like, okay,
We've got
this is for real now.
Outfit. Yeah. Dim immediately on the pillar.
Oh.
Alabob's taking back control.
Wasn't that a song?
That was the.
Hey, if there's, obviously we'll announce the date for Splat Tournament 7 soon, but if any players want to get together to make an album of new metal songs based around sound bites from this stream, I'll be very grateful.
Oh no!
Wow! She chucked it.
You can throw.
So I didn't realise that Sammy was Odin's son, but I guess she is.
Oh, we're back to the math.
Somebody stuff me, money penny.
Oh goodness me. Let's see what it's looking like currently. So we're Yeah, Killerbuds are in Killerbuds are in the league currently, down to 83 on their counter. 92.
Still a lot.
Ooh, Soup's popping out of nowhere. God, that hammer is really intimidating. Oh my god.
Not much use when everyone's up on the tower though.
It's true. Yeah, it's definitely perhaps for this level with its ups and downs. Yeah, it's not maybe it's at a slight disadvantage.
I guess if you've got a team who are all on the point.
Yeah, that's
splatting, but it's not going to be very often that happens.
Yeah. I think definitely people like to sort of, once they've taken control of the middle, like literally stand on that pillar in between the two points and kind of defend them. But right now it's looking pretty custody.
Which means we might be in for Killerbuds.
Yeah, that's true. Killerbuds, they just need to win one. They're 22 fast seconds, as Joe put it, away from winning. Inkin Park lay the ink down. They take off their lost control.
Taken out by
56 seconds on the sub clock, though.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot. Sammy bringing the hammer out, stamping on it. They lost control. To me, to you. It's a Chuckle Brothers moment, as always. Looks 5 seconds on the sub clock. We're not moving anywhere, though. Not moving anywhere.
Shout out to Chuckle Brothers. Shout out to that photo of the Chuckle Brothers where
you know the one.
You know that.
The lady's elbow, you mean?
Yes.
Or, yeah. You know what I mean? That made me chuckle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's back and forth.
It's so difficult to keep control of that thing.
Just 13 seconds left on Killerbuds subplot. If they can get those 13, that's going to count down pretty quickly, the main clock. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. Lost control!
Just lost it.
Oh lordy.
It's so hard right now.
Control, lost it again. 1 second away.
It's...
Oh
my goodness me.
Oh, alright, that's it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
The Killerbuds
3,
booyah.
2, 1.
And they've done it.
And that is...
Papa Killerbuds on top of the podium gives the booyah.
That means they get to choose
the format for the next the 7th?
The 7th Split tournament. So all lucky sevens. Maybe that's the theme. Maybe there's a Final Fantasy theme. We know we like to confusingly mix our stuff.
We do like that.
But congratulations to Killerbuds. They've got the 5th win. They were able to weather an amazing comeback by Inkin Park there. But they came so far and they tried so hard, but in the end it doesn't even matter.
Because we're all having fun.
Because we're all having fun. But right now we're about to have a lot of fun as Killerbuds get together. And they might have already discussed it. Killerbuds get together to decide the match type for Tournament 7. And let's look at Killerbuds. Let's look at Killerbuds right now. Let's take a look at their team. So we got Killerbuds. He's the captain. You know, we there's no rules on, you know, the captain having more say than the other team members when it comes to picking the match type for the next tournament. People may defer to the captain. You know, obviously they pick them. You know, they put together the team. They might do that. Right now, though, see, we've got within Killerbuds' team, he's got an equal amount of Squid Icarus players and an equal amount of Steam Clams players. And Steam Clams players, they're the champions. You know, Oddfellow, Seymour, they're going to be thinking what's best for us to retain. And Aurora Borealis, who is the captain of Inkin Park, are they talking to him right now? Have they gone away and have they said, let's
offered a sportsman-like.
Let's get our ducks in a row and let's choose this team together.
Oh my god!
Who knows?
He's chosen.
Wait,
Chosen.
Oh my goodness, they've chosen now. Do you get a sense of how unanimous it was? Did they talk about it beforehand? What's the sense you get before you reveal?
Let me get the answers.
Okay. So, and then you've got Squid Icarus. Squid Icarus had an amazing performance last time, and they might have been thinking, we got invited to this. We got invited to High School Club Sport Tournament. Love to be part of it. Maybe Clan Blitz is not their favourite mode, and maybe they thought we did really well. Imagine how good we could do if we have the game type we want. Elabub's got to splat them all. I think got to splat them all, and Squid Icarus. I think they're quite close as teams. They might agree more. We'll see. Or it could be like Clan Blitz, where we were all so excited for Clan Blitz that everybody it was always going to be Clan Blitz. We'll see. I mean, I'm trying to think. I haven't been involved in an All Stars game. Were you in an All Stars game, Shrink? Anybody here has been in an All Stars game, so we haven't been in this position. I can say that when I have teammates who have been in an All Stars game, they haven't come back to ask. There's been no question to my team. Like, what do you think? I think like some teams they're just on the spot. They realise, oh, we've done it. They're thinking about the game so much, getting that high of winning against the best of the best. They're not even thinking about the reward, but now's the time to think about the reward, and we're going to find out.
I definitely think like we've had enough of the game modes have been played in the tournament that it's definitely the rules feel like they're sort of slightly changing this time around in terms of like how they decide it. I'm very eager to hear what they.
And can we get a comment from the team captain? Can we get some kind of statement? Let us know how they're feeling. We Hose at the moment talking to the teams. We'll see what we can bring to you. I gotta say that was a really, really good series. Like, to start with, sometimes we play these games and the matches are very hyped, and then it looks like someone's going to steamroll the other team, and you're like, okay, it's going to be one of those events. But this time, Inkin Park were like, no, we're gonna change everything at the last minute and rally back, and that was super exciting. Looks like Hose ready to tell us something.
All right, so the team, the Killerbuds, have decided together, so not influence from GSEA, but the All Stars team. They said, we recently played Rainmaker and Clans, and they hate tower control, which only leaves
Splat zones.
Splat zones.
What?
Splat zones has been chosen.
We're gonna get in the zone.
Get in that zone.
Guys, how do you feel about this Splat Zones? Splat Tournament 7 gonna be Splat Zones. That's incredible news. Like, that's gonna be very, very, very hard hitting. And
yeah,
I think like this is gonna be the time. We love to see kills. Splat Zones. There's gonna be a lot of kills.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
It's gonna be a soup of just like parts. Soups. It's gonna be soups. I'm really glad. I was kind of worried a little bit. I thought, what if we go straight back to Turf War. I was worried about going straight back to Rainmaker because everyone seems to love Rainmaker. But we're gonna see a new thing. Gonna get in the zone.
It's gonna be great. I'm really looking forward to this.
It's going to be great. Any statements from the team?
Yes. So I'll pass you over.
Let's have a look. So Aurora Borealis, Steam Clams,
yes,
Steam Clams
right.
member, captain of Inkin Park today, said, every single member of Killerbuds played exceptionally well and rightfully deserved that victory, except Mr. Snub. Fella, they're like Ryu and Ken. I told you, they're like Ryu and they're like Ken. There's a little bit of the older blood rivalry, come blood brothers thing. Name some others. Close rivals. Naruto probably has one.
Naruto and Sasuke, yeah.
Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah.
Romulus and Remus.
Cain and Abel. Cain and the Undertaker. The Undertaker and the fake Undertaker.
Wow.
The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. You know, should I go on?
I think Sean Connery.
Sean Connery, Roger Moore.
Yeah, sure.
Sean Connery and Christopher Lambert from The Highlander.
Although Roger Moore was objectively the superior of those two.
Oh yeah, Roger
people.
Moore's the best Bond. Oh, and person.
And
you know.
person,
We've
yeah.
been through our Sean Connery
Yeah.
disputes before. Looks like we've got another comment coming.
I hope some of the taunts made it through the stream because we worked weirdly hard on it. We certainly did see some of those.
Yes, we did.
It was spicy. Dim says Goku and Vegeta, of course.
Yep.
Oh,
I only refer to Goku as Kakarot, you know, because I like to Quoth the Raven says Barry and Paul. Of course Barry and Paul. They were at each other's throats before.
Every time, to me, to you, there's a seething undercurrent of competitiveness to that.
I want to for Splatoon for the next event. Can someone please get the Chuckle Brothers as Ryu and Ken like going against each other? And we got a lot of artists out there. If somebody can
Let's
do
deep
that,
fake it.
if somebody can either draw that or deep fake it, you know,
Cuttle vision.
Cuttle vision.
Oh, yes.
Done.
Amazing.
And that's it, I guess. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Congratulations to so many congratulations for the All-Stars win to
Murray.
Killerbuds. Congratulations for the amazing comeback. Inkin part didn't quite get there, but it was such a good match. Oh, we got more comments.
We got one more statement from team captain of
Okay.
Killerbuds.
Okay.
Inkin Park made us crawl in our skins. 5 truly terrifying players to go up against, but the Killerbuds had clear eyes, full hearts. I'm very proud of our band of killers.
The darling Killerbuds of May there. Signing off. And you know what? I think tonight's event has been perfect. That's a Darling Buds of May reference.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
okay.
this is just
Yeah.
was I the only one who watched the
Yeah.
Darling Buds of May?
I did watch it, but it was a long time ago.
Okay, we won't do a Darling Buds of May themed like thing instead of Evangelion next time. I get
I
it.
think I want Golden Girls next.
Golden Girls it is. And on that note, one thing I just want to say also, big congratulations to Squid Icarus and Got to Catch 'Em All for their amazing match, great exhibition, and also big congratulations to Mr. Snurb for not appearing at the Crown Cup and just advancing up that ladder.
Yep.
He's gonna next time we'll see
Coming
him
for you.
in Smash, he's gonna be playing against Sebitu, which is a big match, 1-on-1. More on that later. We've got some big announcements coming this week, some events coming up. Stay tuned to the social media channels, all that good stuff. And yeah, guess we should say goodnight.
Yeah.
GG's everyone.
Good night.
GG's.
GG's. Bye.
残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になれ青い風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んでるあなたそっとくれるもの求めることに夢中で運命さえまだ知らない痛いけな瞳だけどいつか気づくでしょうその背中には未来目指すための羽があること残酷な天使の手で窓辺からやがて飛び立つほとばしる熱いパトスで思い出を裏切るならこの空を抱いて輝く少年の神話に
Chuckle Vision, Chuckle Vision.